Farrell, my apologies. Give you wait on a Monday night to add to the badness of this day to begin with. Sorry, fam. Sorry. I mean, I'm embarrassed to tell you what took me so long, too. I'll just apologize is all I can do. And no, it's not that. I get lots of roughage. It wasn't stuck on the potty or anything like that. Step right into it because we're already late. Smooth. Are you with me? Give me a little James Brown here. Regulators, mount up. Hey, fam. Now, you just watched the Super Bowl. Every DC in the NFL right now. This is the bad thing about winning the Super Bowl. You expose how good you are, right? Everybody in the league, especially if you're on the schedule, like the NFC West, you're watching footage over and over. Stop, rewind. Okay, right? Watch this, okay? Here, there's a way to combat that. They're going to go over your what you do inch by inch, hour by hour, the whole season. This is what makes it so difficult to repeat as a Super Bowl champion. Everybody's going to come up with a formula to slow you down. If anybody knows about that, the 49ers, man, because we've been kicking ass for a decade up until recently, and that's because not only have other organizations decided to steal what we do, they know how we do it finally. And this is why we blame Kyle Shanahan for not adapting, for not moving in a different direction to keep the defense off balance. You can't sit there and just play right into their hands. I got a feeling, though, you're going to see a little different Lynch and Shanahan. Remember, these are the same guys who came in with them brick by brick. And we sat there and we patiently watched because I had no idea what they meant by brick until suddenly they built one of the biggest monsters in the NFL. I believe they can do that again, but we're going to have to be patient. Don't get mad every few minutes like some people do and fire Shanahan and Lynch. I just don't believe in that. I'm just my opinion. I just don't see it. I think they've got the capability to get it back in gear, and I can wait a second. So, anyway, 49ers are holding on to Jones. They say, Crosby, Maxx will be pursued in spite of what is obviously clear that he probably shouldn't. And fam, David Njoku, I wanted him that first year in the draft. This guy's he's an absolute stud. I remember they were running some drills with him. The dude runs him long, his stride is perfect. He is fast. And I said, man, we get Njoku, man, we could do some damage. But we didn't. And, but he's able, you can get him now. I'll get into that in a second. One thing of all the media trolling that may actually be true is, as I said, the Niners actually may be married to Mac Jones. I think they had a ceremony, rings given out, and kisses and everything else. Because I think they're scared to death to let him get away. It's not a surprise to hear that the free FO may be aggressively pursuing Maxx Crosby. This is they say this every year. Kyle will come out and say, yeah, John Lynch more than Kyle. Yeah, we'll do anything. We'll look into anything that's going to help us. Will make us a better team. Big grin on. And they do. They actually do. However, when they don't have any money, okay, that's another story. But not only will he be expensive, as you know, there is, Al Davis started this when Mark was just a baby. I don't talk to no damn 49ers for nothing. I'm Al damn Davis. So Mark Davis, even though he has moved operations to Vegas, will most likely maintain the Davis tradition of not about to do any business with San Francisco. I don't believe it. There's no way. Besides other things, there's no way. Jake Tonges is a restricted free agent, so he will probably be held on to by the Niners, but I want him to have some help because I'm not, Luke Farrell, man, that man is over. Whoever oversold Luke Farrell to the 49ers, I don't know who was listening. Did they look at the clips? Talk about a great Luke Farrell's a good blocking tight end. Okay. He could free up George. Let's go, Luke. Tonges. Tonges had no reps in the NFL. Not really. He was out there. Nobody knew who he was. All we know is he's a Bay Area boy. Went to Stanford. Oh, I'm sorry, Cal. Because if he went to Stanford, he would have got famous quicker. He went to Cal, and nobody takes Cal players real seriously. There's one or two here and there, but not often. And Cal's going to suffer really badly now, just to jump off a second. Cal's going to suffer really badly now due to the fact that campuses with money, if you're really a good player, now if you were not even thinking about Cal anyway, you're really not going to think about Cal now. If you want to go to the NFL, you have to go to an organization that is actually respected by the NFL. And that may not be the SEC a lot longer. Let me stop. Surely I digress. Meanwhile, I think Luke Farrell should be let go. And as I say, David Njoku is a free agent and has to be ready to leave Cleveland as everybody else in Cleveland is, including Myles Garrett, but that's another story as well. Fam, do you remember there were rumors at the end of Njoku's rookie contract that he was going to be allowed to walk? And I said, whoa. Shanahan did too. Ultimately, Kyle was in pursuit of his talents back then. They were going after him. But, he ultimately signed back with the Cleveland team. David is still on the better side of 32 by one more year. But with his athleticism, I think you could let him go a couple of more years, man. That dude. And if I could get, Tonges is a restricted free agent, so he'll stay. 49ers will just give him whatever they need to give him. George Kittle's going to be missing for the first half of the season. Maybe longer. I don't know. We don't know. But can you imagine? I got Tonges and Njoku. What are you going to do? You talk about two tight end sets. And Kyle should have been running anyway with Tonges and George, but still. Man. Ooh, that kind of, because that is, But Njoku's going to get bids. As Rudy's went around and said, Les Snead said he's going all out next year. You guys know what happened last time? Les Snead made that vow. Yeah, we do. F all in picks and buy another Super Bowl. Rudy, you need to get some medication. You're going to kill yourself with all this. So, fam, do bring any possibilities we can all get excited about tonight. The prep for the 2026 season is already underway. As you know, this is what we do. As soon as the season's over, get busy. Oh, breaking news. Fam, it is rough in Northern Cali all of a sudden. Matt Mayoko reports 49ers defensive lineman Keon White is confirmed as a victim of a non-life-threatening shooting that occurred approximately at 4 a.m. in an establishment on Mission Street in San Francisco. He was struck in the ankle, according to the 49ers, and is currently undergoing surgery at a local hospital. Last year, what is, Ricky comes up blasted in the chest. Now, I got another guy shot in the leg, ankle. What? You know what? The team would hate me, but I said, guys, can I get you? Seriously, I'm not demanding anything, but I'm just asking you. Can we please stay out of harm's way? I'm not saying, guys, watch your back or maybe restrict yourself from certain areas before I know it's off season. Coach, chill out, man. We got this. I know. Okay. Guys, be careful out there, please. God. God. Okay. It's over. There's nothing to be done about it. They got some of the best burritos in the Mission of all time in the world. Maybe he's over there trying to get a burrito. He wasn't hanging out. He's just kind of go through. Okay. Okay, here's a report. If you've been over to X, Rudy's got the whole scene up there for you with his cigar smoking, beer chugging Seahawks celebrate Super Bowl. And now they're referring to us as Lumen South. Lumen South. You know, I was saying that the Hawks have humbled up last few years. The players aren't talking a lot of trash. Not really. The fans, they take shots here and there, but it's kind of nothing really. And, but after beating us up twice, at least once, well, the one beating was pretty furious. After doing that, now, see, it's on, isn't it? And bam, being that the NFC West is where the Super Bowl is going to run through for the next 2 or 3 seasons, I suspect, shit's on. Shit is on. Okay. Lumen South. ESPN Adam Schefter reinforced what San Francisco 49ers have consistently maintained. The team has no intention of trading quarterback backup Mac Jones. And I love that. And he said, quote, the 49ers plan remains to keep Jones on the roster for the 2026 NFL season, despite continued speculation. The 49ers have no plans to trade Mac Jones this offseason and fully intend to bring him back to back up Brock Purdy. This is per sources. Unquote. Fam, I tell you what, though, here's the thing. And I know you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. If we do something weird and somebody says, John, it's business, man. I'm going to give you a first-round pick and next year's second. Give me Mac Jones, man. Are you serious? I wouldn't call you if I wasn't serious. Give me 5 minutes. I'll call you right back. They're going to talk about it. If somebody goes buck wild, because a good quarterback in the NFL is hard to find. Oh, how God, it's hard to find. Mac Jones, he showed everybody a lot this last year. He's tough. He's tenacious. He's good. He can win. You put Mac Jones in. I'd put Mac Jones in Detroit and be scared to death. I know Jared Goff is good, but you know what? Jones has got that thing going on in his head. That's a bad dude. Anytime I see my quarterback on the sideline bleeding, spitting up blood, and the coach doesn't even know where he is, and he's looking to call his backup, and Max, he looks out of the field, Mac's already out there. God, give me that dude. That's a goddamn Marine. I mean, I know we talked about it. I was in conversation with you. Let Brock rest. You keep Mac Jones out here. This dude is that dude. But really, anyway, we'll see what happens. Niners desperately need a D, fam. Robert Saleh's defense in 2025 was the worst at getting to the quarterback in the league. And fam, here's the thing. That's not Robert Saleh's defense. We've seen Robert Saleh's defense. I'm tired of people saying that was Robert Saleh's defense. That was the hand he was dealt. He did the best he could with it. Okay? That's not an indictment on what took there. That's not him. And out in New Jersey, I'm telling you right now, man, it's more of the glaring truth about what happened to the defense. The players, the 49ers fielded or did not field is what happened. You can tell me the offense has got to bust ass and keep out there all day, all you want to. Hear him get in here. I want to talk to you. I know it's late out in New Jersey. Be right there. But, man, that defense is how you're going to win. How do you think? Sam Darnold was not raising hell. He didn't look bad. And I'm not dissing him because it's the fact that Sam Darnold is a gentleman and somebody that people should try to form their own personality after. Sam is giving all the glory to Brock Purdy and the 49ers for his success. God bless him. Okay? But the Niners had 20 sacks last season, which was the worst in the league. The secondary felt the effects of no pass rush at all. No secondary is going to survive with no pass rush. Quarterbacks were able to sit back, patiently wait, call up where they want to, wave at people in the stands, put the ball in his arm. And hey, no, I got this. Don't worry about it. All right? Wait, I got to wait for my receiver to get free. Okay. That'll never do. You're deep secondary, I don't care how good they are. They're going to get killed. They're going to get killed. So, you got to work that pass rush. I remember, man, we used to go back and forth about this all the time. Do I want a better secondary or do I want a better frontline defense? I said, man, come on, man. Raymond, you know me and you used to go back and forth. Raymond used to swear, man, I don't talk about no pass rush, man. Give me a lockdown cornerback. There exists no lockdown cornerback if the frontline defense ain't doing its job. That quarterback's got to be stressed. That's all there is to it. It starts there. And your secondary can be okay. They don't need to be excellent. Everybody does not have to be locked down. They can just be good enough. You know, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. Fowler lists the 49ers among teams that may be interested in calling about Vegas Raiders star Maxx Crosby. Fowler wrote, quote, edge rusher Maxx Crosby, future in Las Vegas as a hot topic this week in San Francisco. He has been busy rehabbing his injured knee that required postseason surgery and plans to be ready for the early portion of the offseason program. Crosby hasn't talked to the team since this season. Remember Max? You remember that story? Max is pissed off because he wanted to play that last game. Max is a warrior, man. And the coach said, no, Max, you ain't playing today, baby. Get sit now. And Max was pissed because he wants to be out there. He's one of those guys. I want him. I really do. He goes on to say, so there hasn't been an offseason trade request or talks of any sort. He's close with owner Mark Davis. Expect Crosby Davis general manager John Spytek and incoming coach Clint Kubiak to huddle up at some point. What has been made clear to me, Crosby wants to be part of a winner. That's not you, Raiders. You're a long way away. Stop wasting Max's time. It's criminal. Goes on to say that's the priority. Whether and how that's conveyed is still unclear. He has been fiercely loyal to Las Vegas. That loyalty will be tested more than ever in the coming weeks. The reality is the Raiders are still far away from significant winning, and the trade interest in Crosby is incredibly robust. Mark, man, stop being a child. And like you did last time with Cleveland, Mac, we gave you a better offer than the Bears, and you gave it to the Bears. Why? Because you don't like the 49ers. What kind of business sense is that? Anyway, he goes on to say significant winning and the trade interest in Crosby is incredibly robust. In fact, I believe more than a dozen teams, possibly up to 20, will at least inquire with levels of serious intent. It's going to be rough, man. That's all that means. It's going to be rough. If you want Maxx Crosby, that's one of the cons. The other con is he's been hurt. He's getting up there. But the pros are if he stays healthy, God dang. Crosby, they'll start put Crosby and Bosa on the billboard rather than Brock Purdy in the offense. God. That would be all hell would break loose on every snap because they would try to outdo each other. Can you imagine? And don't bring Joey, too. All of a sudden, it'll revive him. They need an alternate, right? Crosby sits down, Joey comes in. Nick sits down, Joey comes in. You know, shit. And there's some natural would-be contenders, including the Bills, Lions, 49ers, and Cowboys, Ravens. Jerry Jones is going to go all out, fam. Oh, hell yeah. Ravens, I don't know. I wonder. One team that typically doesn't jump on the stakes that's being reported, Buccaneers. This is the type of move that would put Tampa Bay out over the top, especially in that division. Unless Tony's guys can get it together and get real this year. Because the Falcons have no business dragging ass with all that talent. So this could be the Falcons' year. Tampa Bay. Okay, Fowler is reporting that the Niners have inquired about the possibility of trading for Crosby, only that they're one of the handful of teams that could potentially show interest in Crosby, which to me was like a little bizarre as I was going over that. Well, Jeremy, where'd you get this shit? But it makes sense. When you're last in the league, guys like Maxx Crosby look like, please, can we have him? He's got, I think his contract extends to 2029. And that means we've already signed all the big time money. I don't know if we got any big contracts coming up between now and 20. Well, we probably do between now and 29. But you can get out of those kind of contracts, as 49ers always do. They put things in the contract that lets him bail at convenient times. But do people sign those contracts that are holding out? We've known down through the past. No, they don't, and we got to wait. Come September 2, oh, he's going to sign today. Wins the game in a couple of hours. Oh, God. Oh, God. But Crosby would be great, man. His personality, his demeanor, who he is. I mean, the players would love him. You know it. So what would the 49ers have to surrender? That would include some combination of high draft picks, of course. Especially a first rounder would have to be involved. The price will be steep. So Fowler's correct in saying no more than a dozen to possibly many 20 teams will be vying for his services. The one thing that may keep the price down is his health. Don't count on it, fam. Well, let me say this about this, though. The tight end situation. George Kittle has been the heart and soul, the heartthrob, the mental engine that needs to be running before the 49ers sustain any kind of success. He's not going to be with us for the first half of the season, is my estimation, at minimum. So the 49ers are going to have to dig down within themselves, and individually, you got enough guys out there with that kind of heart that can get that thing going. We showed this past season, the 49ers got guts. Oh, they got guts. Even if they're not supposed to be succeeding, they were. 12 damn times. It's like I said, all I could think about was the soldiers, the 300 soldiers. They stood out there, and they were surrounded by the enemy by the millions. And they went down swinging, and the enemy felt some pain. 12-5. We split in the best division in the NFL. What are they going to look like when they got some real bullets in that gun? I'm looking forward to next season. That's why I'm saying if George can't make it, if Njoku's free, Niners need to go all out to get that dude. He's a freak. And you get him and Tonges together, that'll be enough for the offense. We need some guys to block, but they'll figure that one out. Man. Fam, what you got? What do you put on your table? Because I'm telling you right now, man. Coming back. We're coming back. And Kyle Shanahan's been saying some stuff that I've never seen. Uncharacteristic of Kyle Shanahan to be talking trash. Kyle Shanahan's confident about coming in. Fred Warner and Brock Purdy have promised the Super Bowl with no fear next year. Yeah. Let's go check out, see where you at. Hey, yo, Smooth, come on in, man.
What's up, man?
You know, fam, it's getting underway, getting under business.
Yeah, I heard you touch on White already. Got shot. Yeah, he was in Mission on 17th Street, between 16th and 17th Street, which is a bad area. That's where the Mexican Bloods hang out. I don't know why he was at the club down there at 4 a.m. He was at San Francisco General Hospital I go to where I had my surgery at. But anytime the Niners, bro, it usually be when players go out, go to the big cities and shit. They have a guy or they have a list where the do's and the don't, where to go and where not to go. So, yeah, bro, I advise the Niner players, man, just stay down there in Santa Clara where it's safe at. Don't go to Oakland. Don't come to San Francisco, man, in the city, bro. If you don't know where you're going, you need to just check in and let people know, what's up. You ain't got no connection. You fair game. And he wasn't a target. Two gangs got into it.
That's always
he got caught in the crossfire. He lucky he got hit in the ankle, but yeah, he shouldn't be out there 4 a.m. too. Mm-hmm. Come on, bro.
Yeah, they were shooting.
Everything happened bad after hours and shit. Yeah. Especially up here in the Bay.
Yeah. Oh,
Bay ain't no joke, bro. Stay out of Mission Street. Stay out of Fillmore. Stay out of TL, the Tenderloin. Stay out of HP. Stay out of Hunters Point. Stay out of San Bruno Avenue.
Them hypes and junkies still up there, even though they try to get rid of them. Yep.
Bro, I got folks all over this motherfucker. I'm telling you, if I would have known him, I would have told him, bro, nah, man, this ain't the place. Go to San Jose, bro, or Santa Clara or Mattel or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, Ricky, then him. Come on, man. Frisco ain't all that. I mean, they get fooled by the glamorous and the buildings and the bridge and all that. Nah, man.
Well, stay downtown then.
Nah.
Running around.
Yeah, oh, man.
That's like going to Tenderloin at nighttime. I'm a tourist. What you looking for, man? What is this place about?
Little baby was down there. The rapper Little Baby, he was down there in the TL and shit. What you doing down here, bro? Walking around like he all that. Nah, dude, you get up out of here, man. Get up out of here, homie.
Okay. The coach is a lecturer. Anyway, tell him, stop
Huh?
God, the coaches need to tell them. Everybody who knows, players on the team, if you know, talk to your boy. And my brother's keeper, remember?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, yeah.
Detroit versus everybody. Where the real players at?
Where the fake players at? Y'all fake as fuck.
Oh.
Devin Bush, he's a free agent too. From the Bears. I mean, not the Bears, but the Browns. He's only 27. He'll match up good with Fred Warner on the outside, bro.
They can let Devin go? Cleveland's going to have a garage sale. I can see it. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. And who else? Pitts, ATL Falcons, he gonna be a free agent too.
You know.
Along with the Browns tight end. So Niners got their picks right there.
They got to outbid people though.
Yeah. But see, it's a lot of free agents. And Seahawks, they got free agents too. But they probably signed all theirs back because they got the money.
You think so? Because it never fails. There's going to be a couple of guys we can't sign from Super Bowl
they
teams.
defensive back Wooten. They defensive back Wooten. He's a free agent too.
Wool is a damn fool.
6'4".
He is good.
6'4".
He can move.
Yeah.
Too.
And so, hey, bro. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. And they got the who else is out there? Curl for the Rams, the safety. He gonna be a free agent too.
Rams all in.
The Rams kind of tight right now. I don't know, man.
They say
if he did, I'll snatch his ass up. The safety too. He can play the high safety, bro. Because we're gonna need a safety. We're gonna need a cornerback. We're going to need a guard. We're going to need a center. We're going to need a tackle. I'm telling you, it's going to take us 2028 to 2027, man, even get back to where we want to be, man. So this off season and all that and coming into the next season, don't get your hopes up, bro. I'm telling you.
No, but
I'm telling you, do not get your hopes up.
It's hard not to. Especially, it's all about the
NFC
West.
Old, though.
Yep.
Yeah. Then Tucker from the Jets, Elijah Tucker, guard. He a free agent. He's 26 years old.
Oh, the Jets will sign him unless they lost their damn mind. Wow.
Kate Mays, center from the Panthers. He a free agent.
Give me a
guard. We need a center. Yeah, them two right there, bro. That man, come on, man. Them two right there, bro. Telling you, Javonte Williams. He's a running back, but I guess we go see what James Jordan got. You know, he go back up CMC, but who's going to be that third one? Because they're letting Garendo go. Garendo going to be gone.
You think so? Yeah, because they need,
yeah.
And you know what? If they're not going to let him play, they might as well let him go.
I would not trade him. His primary position is wide receiver. Put him back on wide receiver, where he's good at.
And fast.
That running back.
Yeah.
So when in Louisville, he wanted to play wide receiver, but they was full. So they said only other position we have is running back. So he said, "Let me get a crack at that." Man, Debo's 30 years old. They had paid him $17 million for that year. He had 72 catches, 727 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
I ain't feeling Debo either. So.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, 2 yards a catch average.
Yeah. By the way, I see a report here. There's Nortinos in that part of the mission. That's not Bloods. You know what though? If they caught the crossfire, there's no telling who it is.
They be wearing the colors, bro. They be wearing the colors. I be down in the mission, bro. They be wearing those colors, man.
Yeah.
They be wearing red rags, bro. And shit, bro. So they got different type of gangs, man. California's known for gangs and all that. They wear black rags, red rags. Some of the girls got the white rags. Well, bro, you know, but San Francisco ain't known for Crips and Bloods. Oakland's not known for Crips and Bloods. LA is known for Crips and Bloods, you know. And Sac. Sac is known for Bloods.
We got. Boy, I always love talking to you, fam. Hey, I think I won't be back till the end of the week though, but I'll be looking for you. Smooth, gotta have you, man.
I run down the rookies with you for in the draft. I'll run down to you next time.
Let's do that. All right, fam.
Yeah, I got you. All right, bang bang. You know what it is? 49ers. Faithful, smooth operator. Tonges, Fillmore Queen. I'm out. Smooth operator. Peace. I'll let you.
Yes. All right, fam.
All right.
Hey, yo, Mark. Come on in, Mark.
Ronbo.
Mark, we're sitting here looking at our situation, and it's not bleak, but the NFC West is back to being what it once was. It ain't no cakewalk no more. And if the Cardinals muscle up this year, boy, that is going to be the wild, wild West is back. Mark,
Yep.
get your tools
Well,
out.
Ronbo,
Keep the window down as we drive down the road, looking for where we go and stop in. What's going to happen here? How are you going to make moves to get us back on track?
well,
And do you want to keep
Ronbo,
about your quarterback though? You want to keep Mac? Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to keep Mac Jones. There's no doubt about it. There's always a possibility that somebody gets hurt, so I'm keeping Mac Jones. But I was watching the Super Bowl Ronbo with the family, and I had a blank stare on my face because I mean, if I looked back in time, and I've seen the Seahawks has been to 3 Super Bowls since the 2000s, and we've been to 3 Super Bowls. And they have 2 Super Bowls, and we have not.
It's bad.
I'm starting to get a little worried.
Sucks.
Yeah, and I was listening to your show yesterday, and I heard what Darius was talking about, and I'm with Darius. If we don't get a Super Bowl in the next 3 years, Ronbo, that's a damn shame.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I
3
don't know if
years
they're
ago
going
we
to make
should
any
have got one.
changes.
Huh.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, Ronbo. I just feel like one's coming. I feel like it's right there.
I do too.
I just feel like we're going to get one soon. I just feel like it's going to happen. From what I'm hearing from Fred and Kyle Shanahan, they just make you feel better about the season coming up.
They are ready mentally. They are ready. The camp, you'll see that atmosphere in OTAs too. It starts there, and then people start saying, "We just got to win the division and get home field advantage." The last time they made that promise, they got that done.
Yeah. And Ronbo, I just feel like, watching the Super Bowl, Ronbo, I just feel like there was another team, a better team that could have been there to replace for the AFC side. I don't think the Patriots were that good, in my opinion.
Yep.
I just don't think they're that good.
They're not, Mark. They're not ready. They might be in a couple of seasons, but Mark, that's why I say, if it had been us, Denver would have made it to the Super Bowl. Any team that's really solid would have made it to the Super Bowl. But if it's not us, you got the Shams played against Burrows had a bad leg. He had a bad will, and the Rams won. Yep. And you look at this, like you're saying, man, the AFC wasn't really represented. If Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, or somebody like that would have been there, it might have been a different story. In fact, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But no, they get the easy way out.
Always.
Give them another trophy.
Well, history says we're going to. I'm feeling good. History says we're going to get a ring. I mean, 7 out of 8 of the teams that we lose to win the Super Bowl, Ronbo, I think we're pretty damn close.
No, we have been. We've been there a couple of times.
I think we'll get one.
And we shouldn't have lost either one. So, third time's the charm, fourth time for Kyle.
Yep. And then one of my friends asked me yesterday, they're like, "Oh, well, do you think you could beat this team?" You're damn right. I think we could beat the Patriots. The Patriots can't beat the 49ers right now.
They don't have enough experience. They haven't been there, done that. They got caught up in the lights and the celebration of Super Bowl week. There's a lot of discipline to win that game. It's not just getting there. You got to go through some changes. You got to stay focused and locked in and know why you're there.
And I was laughing because I followed this Niners page, and he was saying that it's funny how it's when we have to go to the Super Bowl, we have to play almighty Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. But when the Hawks go to the Super Bowl, they get to play a second-year Drake May. I was pissed. I was laughing, but it was.
I'm telling you,
I was laughing at pain.
God, that burns me up. They didn't even have to fight hard.
Right. Of course, we get stuck in the middle of a Chiefs dynasty, but the Seahawks get the easy route.
And the
But
Shams too.
other than
When they
that,
played that Super Bowl, that was
yeah,
our Super Bowl. We'd already beaten Burrow and the boys earlier that season. So all we had to
I
do
remember.
is get through the clowns and go and get that Super Bowl. It would have been us. Most teams don't have an Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes combination. We would have won
Yeah,
that game.
yeah,
Damn it.
yep. And as far as free agency goes, Ronbo, I would really, really love to see them go out and get Jordan Addison. I
Yeah,
really like I
Minnesota.
really like him. Yeah, he's really good.
He
He's
beat our
young.
ass.
They did say he has all the yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
They did say he had off the field issues a little bit, but the guy can play. The guy can really play.
Mark, let me ask you this question. Okay, character issues are something we watch a lot of good teams. You look at the Eagles, all of a sudden they develop some issues. You look at the Cowboys. I mean, there's some teams around the league, they don't have good clubhouses. They don't have an environment where harmony is actually prevailing and people are backing up each other to the limit, and they think about everybody but themselves. What Kyle Shanahan has created as a culture in San Francisco, him and Lynch, is a small miracle. And people should remember and respect that. A lot of people, no, man, I'd rather have a character that's prison worthy. And if he can play ball, I want him. I said, no, well, you don't understand what you're talking about. So, see, this is the thing. I mean, you could get Anthony Davis, and people were asking for Anthony Davis that year, too. Why? Not Anthony, no, AB out of Pittsburgh. So I said, no, man. So,
Yeah. And I was looking at the chat. People was talking about fire Kyle Shanahan. Ronbo, I'm not in favor of fire Kyle Shanahan. I'm just going to say that right now. There's not really many coaches out there better than Kyle Shanahan.
Nope.
I did some research. I feel like the only 3 coaches that have Kyle Shanahan's number is Jim Schwartz, Mike McDonald, and I think it was one more. But those are the only coaches that really have Kyle Shanahan's number. Other than that, Kyle's beating everybody, in my opinion. So
So if I got 32 coaches out of 32 teams, I'm good. I'm good. So they continue. So and Kyle got by Schwartz this year. Hey, Mark, good to talk to you, fam. I'll be back later in the week. All right, looking for you. Thanks, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Good stuff. Night. Triple A, come on in.
What's up, Ronbo?
Triple A, man, we're sitting here getting ready to go. We ain't gonna wait till OTAs, Now we're getting ready, especially after the NBA finals. Now it's on. So we can speculate now, get all excited now, like we like to do. Flores is another coach that gives Kyle issues. Brian, I don't know about owns him. Triple A, do you ever remember Kyle ever beating Flores? I know we got. Gotta think about it for a minute.
I mean, not that I know of.
God, that's all right. I always blame the players. Debo dropped the ball. What are some of the cosmetic changes you're going to make to this team? What are you thinking?
First of all, of course, you gotta keep adding more pass rushers to the D line because yesterday when I watched that Seahawks D line, I mean they just harassed Drake May.
God, and he's only in his second year. He didn't know what the hell was happening. Damn near killed that kid.
Yeah. And I mean, I think they would have gave the MVP to the whole Seattle defense because
Jesus.
Without their defense, without their defense, maybe New England could have won. So that's why I pay attention about the Seahawks defensive line. They got some dudes.
I'm never going to go over that guy standing in front of that camera and took up my whole screen with those arms. I said, I boy, if I was on the 40, I'd have him. Can we have him drug tested? That guy's got to be on some kind of substance. That's not human. But he was out there tearing
right?
Drake up. Just they couldn't. He was unblockable. They got about 2 or 3 guys that are unblockable. So that's what I'm saying. You invest all the money you want to an offensive line, but you better find another way to get that ball up out of that quarterback's hands immediately. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's this one free agent that I would love to get is the defensive tackle from the Texans, Sheldon Ravens.
They got about 2 or 3 guys in Texas I wish I could get. That kid, Will. What's that kid that just got a draft last year? Oh, man, Texas is. Ooh, if the Texans had a quarterback, the Hawks would have had a fight on their hands. Because CJ ain't it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to CJ, but
Makes no sense.
yeah, I mean, Sheldon Ravens, I mean, he's a really pretty good pass rusher and a really underrated run stopper. So yeah, I think he would be a good addition with our D line, like Alfred Collins, CJ West, and so
Mikkel, we got we have the makings. They just need Nick and one more killer, because Michael, I think he's going to take another step up this year. He was already pretty good at setting the edge. You remember the run game didn't get started against us until Michael went down. I got CJ. CJ's already brown. He knows he's got some things to do this year. And Big Collins, come on, man. We're not that bad. We're not that far away from being good. Just young. And that can be fixed.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched the Patriots secondary, and their secondary was pretty good until late the fourth quarter, because their offense couldn't do nothing, and the defense was getting tired. So
Christian Gonzalez, man, you know what? Gonzalez is going to get one of the highest paid corners in the league as soon as his contract's up. I know it must be about a year or so away. But Christian, the league hasn't seen anything like that since I'll go all the way back. Richard Sherman, his timing and instincts, he's a natural. That Hawks receiver was open. Gonzalez stuck back and stalked. He knew the ball was going there. As soon as that ball left Darnold's hands, and you know how fast the ball comes out of a quarterback's hands into the receiver? Gonzalez was on it. Boom, took that to the dirt. I said, y'all are good enough for throwing it, Christian. You can do anything you want to, but don't throw Gonzalez. And they went to the other side. Gonzalez is a bad dude. I saw sad. If we could just pry him away. Can we just get him away? Oh, God dang. So, anyway, they'll be all right, though. They'll be back next year, I suspect. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to look like. But
they're a young team, because especially coming from 4-3 to the Super Bowl, man, that's pretty impressive.
Worst to first.
So, and of course we have to beef up that offensive line, because we got to face the Seahawks twice a year, the Rams,
I know. We don't know what the Cardinals are going to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they got work to do. They're aware of it, Ain't no more cakewalk. And honestly, fam, I think the 49ers did lay back a little while the last few years, because we look at our we had the Avengers till we ran up against Thanos. Dang. Oh, man, that's right. Triple A, I'll be back later this week looking for you, fam. All right.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
Have a great night.
You too. Thanks, Triple A. Add Spagnolia to the list. He beats us up to some degree. Spagnolia, we still could get points on him. but he still does a good job. There he is. Come on in, E. Come on in. E. Paul, you know what? Watch out for the Buccaneers. That's true. Yo, E. E probably passed out on me asleep. He might be tired. He works hard. We'll come back to him though. Yo, Jason.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Jason, I'm doing all right, man. I'm, speculation going on. One of the things I'm not worried about is Mac Jones. I kind of knew the 49ers knew better than to let him go. If we're serious, your backup quarterback's got to be one of the most serious positions in the league, quiet as it is kind of kept, because we look around, who's got the best, better than us as far as a backup quarterback in the league? Can you think of any team?
Not really offhand like that.
And Jimmy ain't gonna stay in L.A. Well, he might, but not necessarily with the Rams. Jimmy's trying to go to get an acting part anyway.
They'll get somebody. They'll get a young rookie in before they give him a chance, I think.
Mm-hmm. They already got. Remember they got the Georgia quarterback, Stetson Bennett, who I love to remind Rudy of. Rudy was jumping up and down with Stetson. Man, that may be the steal in the draft. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. They tore his ass up in preseason. Jason, go ahead, man. What do you think? What are we going to do about this team going forward, man? What do you got? What are your ideas?
Well, I don't want to take too much time, but I've been doing my homework and I got about a page full of things.
Go ahead.
I want
jump on it.
Faithful chat and you're yourself, Ronbo. You know what I mean? To have a conversation with. We got to get younger and we got to build. Great. We got to get some offense, a linebacker, and an edge through free agency. I feel like we should do, and we should get the offensive line, the defense, and the wide receiver in the draft.
God, yes. You're right. Wide receivers, it's seriously important. Go ahead.
Now the players I have, I'll just say them real quick. Try to get through it. Crosby as well, Hendrickson, Mike Evans, Khalil Mack, Hassan Reddick, David Njoku, Joey Bosa, Leonard Floyd, Bobby Wagner, Kyle Pitts, Samson Ebukam, Quincy Williams, Najee Harris, Austin Eckler, Elijah Vera Tucker, Charles Owen-Menu, Jalen Phillips, Tyler Lindenbaum, Travis Etienne, Keenan Allen, Johan Dotson, Nick Chubb, Breece Hall, J.K. Dobbin, Kenneth Gainwell, Adoree Jackson, Alec Pierce, Okafor, Sean Tucker, and I think Jalen Coker, and then some college players, Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, Makai Lemon, Omar Cooper Jr., Francis Mavagoa, I think is how you say it.
That's true.
D'Angelo,
in fact, you should tell us what position these college players are in.
D'Angelo Pons, Elijah Sarah, and Jamari Sharp. So I think those players, and then also, just an idea, everything with the substation, tired of hearing about it. They need to, I guess, move back. I think move back to San Francisco, build a candlestick too. In between time, go do like a throwback tour of all the old stadiums that they used to play with. You know what I'm saying? Get back, get fresh, new. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to do something new. Because bring Eddie DeBarlo back. Get Steve Young,
So
Brent
cool.
Jones, Richard Sherman, Frank Gore, Jerry Rice, Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, Swartz. Get all of them in the building. Joe Montana in the building.
Navarro's over the Harbaugh, but yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to say like it's a make or break, but it's been 10 years, man. So, I just want to give those names and all of this, just so the chat you yourself and us as the faithful, we can all converse on that and think what do you think? Everybody just gotta we just gotta get the players that's gonna be able to not wheel and deal, but be like, all right, I'll go here for a chance to compete, because that's one thing that we can do. You can consistently say we compete.
Oh yeah,
Win, lose, or draw.
we're always in it. If we're healthy, we're in it.
This year proved it all the way. So, I just wanted to give my thoughts and shout out to you for everything, and
thanks,
keep
fam.
it up.
Thanks, Jason.
So
Appreciate you
to
too,
the
fam.
faithful, the chat, all that.
All right.
49ers till we, what I mean, till it's over with. Really.
Damn right.
So.
And even then, put that red and gold on my coffin, baby. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, Jace. Good stuff, fam. All right. Stay on top
Yep.
of it. We're looking for another report from you in a little while. All right.
I got you, man.
Night, fam.
All right, night.
Hey, let's go check on E again. Yo, E, come on, man, because we need to have this. Because me and E, man, we be arguing, man. Because E go tell me the offense is making him mad. I'm telling him, man. Hey, yo, E, where you at, man?
Right here.
Yeah, hey. E.
Man, I heard you say E too.
Yeah. I started off. Where is he? I got a defense. He had a defense was one of the worst in the damn league as far as getting sacks. Quarterback was sitting back there eating a donut between snaps. After he got the ball, he went on and sat down and had dinner, and then he threw the ball 15 to 20 minutes later. That will never do.
Well, I see how we gonna get on in this early, huh?
Yeah. Because I got to tell you, man.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
Our best sack person was out. Our second person was a rookie. And our third person was a optional pass rusher.
Only situational
I
pass
don't like
rusher.
blaming it on the
Huff.
Yeah, I don't like blaming it on. Oh, you hear the construction?
Is that the 49ers? You mean the 49ers building?
No.
I didn't hear it. No.
Oh, shit. We was getting them young guys up to par. They was going to go through their lumps like we already knew. Now, this year, if we don't pick up a Crosby, because we want the best and pay the least, or pay, that's another thing. Like I said, you want to give Nick Bosa $50 million, then you want to give Crosby $50 million.
That's it. Cap's ate up.
Yeah. Come on, man. Stop playing.
See, this is the thing. You've got to have stars and surrounded by merry minimums that have talent. And when their contract ends, some of the guys you're talking about getting all that money are on their way out. So that's where that works.
Foundation. It's building blocks.
Exactly.
You get one, then you gotta train them. We're not training good. We're not drafting good. Like I still say, where's our wide receivers?
Yeah. Wide receivers, it's a real bizarre situation with the 49ers. They get hurt. And they could just hurt. They get maimed and crippled. All of them.
Everybody get hurt. But
we drafted Jordan Watkins last year. How many snaps has he taken? He took a snap. He took a preseason snap and got hurt.
That's on the coach.
He made a great play too. Why is that on the coach though? Help me understand that. A lot of people say things like that.
He didn't do what he said he was behind schedule or whatever. You gotta bring these people in and you gotta design them to be on the field. Somehow, I don't know, like they saying, they want to have somebody, Cal or Shanahan ain't gonna be picking the picks. They're gonna have somebody else pick the picks. If he does that, then the guy might not ever see the field.
No, but who said
he
that?
might get mad.
But Kyle
they was
handpicked
talking
Ricky.
about it on.
Kyle handpicked Ricky and BA.
Like, so they trying to take away that responsibility because he's not a drafter, or he's not a scouter. He don't even scout until later.
No, No, and none of them do. They evaluate. Scouts are out there finding these people and sending the footage, and they make evaluations, and from that they determine what they want to do.
Yes.
But go ahead.
I want my coach to coach. But like I said, if he drafted back other wide receiver, he didn't
Which
get Collins ain't getting no running no play.
The
running back.
3 years on the IR. Good God.
Yeah, Garindo. He had an 80-yard run and like a 60-yard run last year, the year before last. We didn't get a 30-yard run this year.
He could have been penciled in as a receiver when we started losing receivers right and left. He is a receiver. They just turned him into a running back because he got good size.
Who's not doing that? Like I said, once again, we pick all these draft picks up, and then we say, oh, we need this person. We need that. You should have got that person then 2 years ago.
In the run game, are you okay with Brian Robinson?
I like him. I love him. But he got to get more plays. Like I said, like y'all was saying, or a lot of people saying, CMC should have been like a little a slot receiver, and then he could have did that with Robinson running in the middle, or the running back running in the middle.
Yeah, Robinson might be a volume. You know what? In fact, there's another plan. And 49ers, Kyle's got to entertain that thought. This is not just below his level of thinking. He could make that work. And they put CMC on the field to intimidate the DC of opposing teams. You don't know what the hell he's going to do. If he doesn't line up behind center, then they'll have a better idea. If he lines up in a slot or any place like that, well, you got a better idea how to defend him. But if you line him up in the backfield, you don't know what CMC's going to do. And that drives DC's nuts. And that's why he gets all the yards he gets.
Any running back, though. That could be any running back if you design the play correctly.
Well,
and once again, now he can't do exactly what CMC does. But if he lined up in a position, you can't leave him open.
No, you can't. And he always knows where to be. If the quarterback's in trouble, CMC's open. But Brock, they got to have a talk with Brock. Every now and then, bro, we know you like that big play. But it's okay to check down and take what the defense gives you on occasion. Because Brock, man, and he makes the plays most of the time. That's why I can't get too mad. But still, I see CMC standing there with all kind of green in front of him. You got a guy like CMC who could kill. You can't tackle him broke. One-on-one or just one or two guys there, they're not going to tackle him. Give him the ball.
CMC led our receivers.
I know.
He was our leading receiver. So the check down was going down. And not like it was a couple of games I've seen Brock be check down Brock. He was check down. I
was grateful too. Because,
And yes, sometimes it works, but we need to get that wide receiver who can break down so he don't have to do that.
That's Ricky.
And it breaks down the defense for it makes CMC has more rushing yards or more rushing grass to get yards.
That's Ricky.
He can't get them. Yeah, he can't get that. Ricky was nice, but Ricky can't stay on the field.
He can't stay in the field. Ricky took Woolen was. I mean, they showed that clip. There was 2 or 3 yards between Woolen and Ricky on that move he made, razor sharp cut. Bam! Brock, wham! And then I thought, that's Woolen. Ricky did that to Woolen? Oh my God.
When he was wearing that yellow shirt or when he had his ribs hurt or whatever, he looked great in practice.
Fam,
he looked better than Ayuk. He looked better than Debo.
I didn't want to say that, but you're right. We got to go, fam. Hey, I'll see you later on in the week. All right?
Of course. When you up, I'm up. You know what I mean?
There you go. I love it. Appreciate that, fam. Don't go to sleep on me. All right. I'll see you later in the week.
I'm going to sleep now.
Get that sleep.
Bang, bang, 9 again.
Gang.
Let's go. Fam. Good night.
There must be a way we could keep Ricky Pierce. Man, that dude is a badass. What is this? It's the return of P-Dragon. Bob, get in there. What's up, Ronbo? I mean, Pop, man, we're sitting up here like we do at the same time every year, wondering what the hell happened and what they gonna do next. And Pop, you're good for that because you've always got the antidotes.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the problem. I know how many times I've been right. Okay.
No,
I
yeah,
know how many times I've been right.
yeah.
And I know how many times I've been wrong. I've been right way more than I've been wrong. Whether, I didn't like the Hargrave signing, and
You was right about that.
I did
My
I did
God.
like
Oh,
yeah, I did like the CMC trade. I like that. I was on the other side of some different things, coming around. But
hmm
make no mistake about it, it's you can't look at the 49ers like they are Barlow's 49ers, because they're not. The current owner ran his mouth a whole lot this week, and a lot of diarrhea came out.
I wish Jed would stop. I agree. Jed, please just go back to where you were and be quiet.
Just be quiet. Yeah, because you know what? Guess how many phone calls I've gotten from people in the whole representative industry,
Mhm.
agent industry, about that substation. The last several days, I've gotten 6 calls asking me if it's real. Have I heard about it? So what that tells me, and I'll tell you exactly what I told them. I said, I don't know if it's real. I'm not there. But obviously, there's something to it, because where there's smoke, there's fire, because people are asking about it.
Mhm.
And this is after Jed York put diarrhea out of his mouth. So in that same interview, he said, "Oh, he doesn't believe in free agency." Yeah, we know you don't believe in free agency. Last year, you spent 250, but the Patriots spent 230, and so did Seattle. We know you don't believe in it. You believe in buying soccer. So the reality is I think that if they can get some of these athletes off the soccer team and get them over to the 49ers,
Ooh.
you get some bodies on the field at least.
Mhm.
Um, they can run down the field and kick people in their legs or something. I don't know.
No, hey, they're the best athletes in the world. I've worked at schools where
Yeah, they're
kids,
great
I was
athletes.
baseball teams and things like that,
But
and
I
you
was
watch the
joking,
soccer
Rombo.
team,
I was
best
joking.
athletes on the team. I'm serious. They're the
I
best
hate soccer,
athletes out
Rombo.
there.
I'm a
You can't.
49ers fan, Rombo.
We're not soccer, but I'm telling you, they are really. They have to run the whole
Yes.
time.
Yes. They run the whole time, Rombo. Congratulations. It's been 32 years. 32 years.
I know.
I don't
And
care how much they can run.
counting.
It's been 32 years. I got our best receiver driving past the stadium, putting it up on TikTok, whatever he put it up on. It's just been a messed up situation that, again, Jed York sat there and admitted to a lot of these mishaps. Just like, oh, I didn't have a relationship with Harbaugh. I wish I did. Oh, I have a great relationship with Kyle. He wants to be my friend. You
I know
see,
Jed said, Jed needs to stop.
for
Just
a
stay away
rich
from the mic.
person, it's all
Ugh.
about collecting objects and increasing your bank account. That's all he cares about. He is not a football dude at all. He is not passionate about winning. And until that
Well, he's a
changes,
nerd. You know,
just gonna be. He's not even a nerd. You could be a nerd.
well,
I don't care.
no, I mean,
He
the
is
thing
an
is,
entitled. He's an entitled money boy. He's an
what's what I'm
entitled money
saying?
boy.
Yeah, that's
He's
why
never
him
went
and,
hungry. Have you ever
I
went
know.
hungry, Rambo?
No,
You
as
ever
a
went
matter of
hungry
fact,
before?
not
I've went
really.
hungry before. I went hungry before. It's happened. It happens. 44 million people in America don't have enough food. I was one of those people when I was a kid.
Yeah, but I was that.
I know what that's like. He don't know what
Yeah,
that's like.
I know.
He don't know what that's like. So the reality is that we can sit here and say, "Oh man, wouldn't Crosby be nice?" That's not real. That's not the reality. The reality is that we have one number one pick. The Rams have 2 number one picks.
I know. And they're going for somebody
Who
special because they'll give up their picks in a heartbeat.
right now the Rams are gonna I think the Rams right now are looking at overtaking Seattle next year. They see the Super Bowl window is right there for them. Stafford's already said he's coming back. It's gonna be the Rams next year. I'm telling you.
It was supposed to be the Rams this year. Everybody told us.
Well, I'm telling you, it's going to be the Rams for sure. I mean, it could have been the Rams this year. I mean, damn, they got like the reincarnation of Jerry Rice and Dwight Clark. Why not? They got a MVP quarterback.
Mhm.
You know, there's a lot
But
they have
the
going
Hawks
for
said
them.
that's fine. We're still gonna kick you.
Yeah, but the 49ers, what they need to do seriously is not worry about what everybody else is going to do, because right now I don't think Jed York is going to be an asset to get this team there, because again, look at the effort when the Super Bowl was in your own stadium, and look at the end result. The end result is that your division rival with your backup quarterback won on your field, giving your coach and your quarterback props, but he's the one holding the ring, Ronbo.
But
That's embarrassing.
Pop, John and Kyle told Jed to stay out the way. You just signed the checks. So Jed doesn't play an instrumental part in the personnel or anything like that. But he says yay or nay.
He does. He plays the instrumental part of spending money or not. They had $100 million in dead cap space. Yes, last year was a referendum on the poor decisions that Kyle Shanahan has allowed because he has final say.
Yeah.
Okay? And everybody else being a yes man to Kyle Shanahan. Everybody is a yes man to Kyle Shanahan. Tell me it's not true.
I disagree with that. I think they put Kyle in his place 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago?
At least.
Really? If you want your job in San Francisco, you get in front of the mic and you say exactly what Kyle wants you to hear. Otherwise, you'll either be benched or shipped out of town. The minute
you listen, let's get back on this next time. I want to bring some other points up to counter this, because Kyle's not running the thing completely anymore. I do not see it.
You got me drinking again. Oh, who's running it? Who's running it? Please tell me who's running it.
At least, hey, stick to single malt liquor though. Don't.
Who's running it? Ronbo Sports? Is Ronbo Sports running it? I would love Ronbo Sports to run it.
I would too. Bob, I love you, man. I can't wait to get back on the phone. Can't see you next week or later in the week. All right. Glad you're back too.
Oh, and by the way, Ronbo, when they keep telling people that they're not trading Mac Jones, they keep telling people over and over again in the media. What do you think is really happening?
They're baiting them. I know. Give us a first round
pick.
They're
terrible. They're terrible at their job. Oh, they have to just shut up.
We're gonna
Don't say nothing.
Don't get mad, Bob. I'll see you later in the week. Night, fam.
I'm stupid ass smart people.
Gosh, Bob's upset. Okay.
No, I'm not upset. It's just hilarious.
Night, fam.
Today's just funniest.
Hector, come on in.
Ronbo.
Hector.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Ronbo. I gotta disagree with your last caller. He's wilding out. He's bugging out. Oh my gosh, I was listening to that and I was just like, heck no, man. Are you kidding me? The irony is, to me, that if Jed is such a bad owner, then if he's making those points, does he not remember 10.5 years ago when he was so desperate to get his coaching staff right because he had effed up hiring, and he had to admit it to himself that the internal battle that Trent Baalke, his own GM, had with Jim Harbaugh was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had to go ahead and hire, because he actually took the advice of his front office, and he had heard word that Jim Tom Sula, our linebackers coach, is a well-respected coach. So let's go ahead and hire him, because we were holding on to that last bit of hope that Harbaugh had gave us into maintaining the culture. That didn't work. So what does he do next? He's so desperate to keep this going that he goes ahead and he tries to do what? Find the hottest head coach that he can. So he looks into college football and he hires who? Chip Kelly, who had what kind of similar coaching that Jim had? The RPO offense.
Mm-hmm.
That failed miserably. And what did it do?
Should have worked for
He
Cal.
held us back. What happened? We went back 4 years until Al landed on our doorstep after 17. So for him to go ahead and say, yeah, exactly. For him to, and what have I been preaching to you since every time I've became a fan of the show? The hardest thing to do is build a culture, like Steve Young said.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you have to hold on to Kyle, because he isn't just a top 3 head coach in this league. It is not easy to build a locker room, but more importantly, to have guys listen to you and believe that they're going to win, even
Amen.
if they have the talent to do it.
Yeah.
That's not easy. Kyle has to then show them with his offense and how he sets them up with results.
Respect.
It's
That's
not
how
me
you- yes.
even like vouching for Kyle. It's the results that come after.
And
That's
players,
the thing.
players
I
know
remember
when
when-
you don't know what you're doing. Remember Fred was saying bad things about that DC we had a couple of years ago. They know you're not going to bullshit them.
Oh,
So that's why, yeah,
absolutely. You're talking about Nick Sorensen?
yeah. Oh, hey, man,
You're
they
right.
were-
You're
oh, they
absolutely
hated
right.
him.
And I was going to bring up to you, Ronbo, what the hell's going on with us too? Keon White got shot.
Man, these guys, they don't understand. Y'all, man, don't be hanging out in the wrong part of town at 4:00 in the morning. That's some of
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard he got shot in the ankle.
It was caught in a crossfire. Some of the college kids, I don't know what schools or what area of the country they went to. I really can't believe they're that naive and stupid sometimes.
I mean, I'm here in New York, and you know that a couple months ago, I forgot because he was more of like third or maybe I think even close to a practice squad player. But one of these Jet players, he got robbed for his chains. Like I think he even got shot. Like or like 4:00 in the morning. A couple of kids
Always
trying to
late
rob
night.
him downtown. Late night. I'm
You know,
telling you, man. And
in New
Go
York,
ahead.
you know where you shouldn't be, right? All the time. When the first time I went to
Matter
New
of
York,
fact,
they look like you know where you're going and what you're doing because you look like a mark. I said, oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
And the funny thing too is, Rombo, is that the dumbest thing that you could also do is like, even in the safe part, which is the city itself in Manhattan, like even if you're downtown, when you're coming out of the club, you got to be like, you have to be either like naive or remedial because there's just goons that are waiting outside of the club. That's like hustlers waiting to go ahead and have a come up on you. So I think that when you're not thinking straight, like you have to be like, you're not thinking, man. But I was going to get to the topic. I mean, I was thinking about our defensive line, and I'm thinking about Alfred Collins, who had a great rookie year. I'm thinking about CJ West also. And I don't know, we were talking about hopefully, like, because Michael, I think we do have to add like a veteran DE. It would just make the job so much easier for our secondary. Is I don't want to go through a whole overhaul, Rombo. I don't want to do.
Yeah, not watching the
have
whole
to
maturity
guess
thing.
whether-
That's 3 years. That's too long.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have to guess. Oh, Upton's gonna be a nickel, but like we need
safety.
Domador to step it up to another level. And I don't even look at Domador as a 1. I think he'd be a great 2. I still think we need like a legitimate 1, to be honest. I don't look at him in that
I agree.
facet. So
He is no Christian Gonzalez. That's it. You see, that's what you need.
And
you can build off of, if you got one that's really good, the other one's job will be easy. So that's the way it works.
absolutely, that's the way it's always usually been. And then what you saw from Chris Gonzalez last night, I mean, I hope also Domador takes, because ever since he built up with us, he's had that chip on his shoulder to prove himself, and I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah.
But now he's going to really have to prove himself because he's going out of his way to try to act hard. And now he's got to deal with the same kid that he's tried to headbutt through the games and be tough with. Now Njigba's got a ring, and he's going to little bro him when he sees him.
He didn't respect him last time he seen him anyway. So, yeah.
Exactly. And that's the thing that pisses me off because it's like people will bring up stats to me and say, well, the funny thing is Njigba didn't really do anything against Domador when he goes up against him. I'm like, yeah, you're technically right. I'm not going to lie about that. But I feel like if Njigba didn't have Sam, he had even a better quarterback, it'd be worse.
Oh, yeah.
It would be worse.
He would have changed his name to the Enigma because the dude, you're right, he's going down with Sam. God. We got to roll, man.
Yeah, brother.
Always good stuff. Man. I'll
I
see you
got
later in the
you,
week. All right?
You know I will. You know I'm going to tap in.
All right,
I'm
fam.
listening,
Looking forward
brother.
to it. All right. Appreciate you, Hector. Good night, fam.
Bye, brother.
Hector always got good stuff. Hey, Johnny Wilson, we win the Super Bowl next season. It's already set. Papa Dragon. Cal and Fred were broadcast at the Super Bowl. That's saying a lot. I know. I saw Fred sit down. Quick, crack me up. Fred said, "Is that Fred? That is Fred." And somebody, we coming. Let's go. Yes, Maddie. Hey guys, a moment of silence for Maddie. Man, the dude is up there surrounded in the Northwest, and you know what's up in the Northwest. Exactly. Oh my God. There's Hawks everywhere. Maddie, how you doing, man? How's it working?
Everywhere. It's all right, man. I stay home.
There you go.
Or go out in the woods.
Yeah.
So
and if they come out there where you are, accidentally knock one out and act like, oh, I thought it was a bear or something.
Oops. I carry a firearm in the woods, so
there you go. Don't kill him though, because I don't want you to go to jail.
Just maim him.
Yeah, or pistol whip. That's a nice thing too.
Or, yeah, there you go, like that one. Get him good. No, but
we're kidding,
Ronbo.
But Maddie, we're kidding because people say,
"Oh yeah,
Ronbo, man, what's going on with you and Maddie, man? You guys, no, we're just kidding, we're just playing." All right, go ahead, Maddie.
Anyways, yeah. So, like, what are we? I mean, I've been listening, but then I've been like in and out. Like,
we're looking at some of the weaknesses that are. First of all, Bob, you know how he is. He spotlighted the possible joke of Mac Jones being promised not to go anywhere, or is that just baiting teams around the league to know if you want Mac Jones, we don't want to get rid of him. It would take a lot. Don't call us wasting our time. And then there's Maxx Crosby, who Al Davis told his child at a young age, listen, one day you'll take over this team. And what I want you to understand, what's concrete in this family, you don't do a damn thing. If a 49er calls you, hang the phone up and tell him my dad said bleep you. You know, and then so Maxx Crosby's probably off the table for us. You know? And I like Njoku on this team since we gotta wait for George to get back. But Manny, anybody else you're seeing that we could use to bolster this team so we don't need to wait past next year? Because Smooth thinks it's gonna take us a 2-year project to get us back on our feet. All right. And in position to win a Super Bowl. We don't have that long because CMC and these guys are getting older. They got to get that done within the next 2 years.
I agree.
What do you think? What would be some of the
things?
What
about like those dude from the Bengals or the defensive guy? I can't remember his name, or the other badass.
The edge rusher?
It's with the Browns. Yeah.
Hendricks. Is it Hendricks?
Hendricks, yeah.
Hendricks, yeah. You know, the Bengals are a very strange organization. There's something going on in the state of Ohio. The Cleveland Browns owner, there's something definitely wrong with him. And then the GM and then Cincinnati Bengals, they've toyed with Burrow. Every time he wanted them to sign somebody, he had to go into like a litigation process, not directly with the people in the office. He has to go through social media, interviews from the NFL, and then finally all of a sudden they sign T. Higgins or whomever they're arguing with it and holding out. And every year they start the season off with 4 or 5 losses. Stephen A. Smith is right. That needs to be investigated. Why do you guys have to dig a hole first and come roaring back later on in the season to compete for the division? It makes no sense. So, you know,
it's silly, isn't it?
We're not getting anything from Cincinnati other than
no. That makes sense. Well, we got to do something. I mean, it'd be nice to, you know, obviously if we're not going to have Brandon Ayuk, it'd be nice to have something comparable in that spot. Wouldn't it, though?
It would.
Stretch that field out.
Oh, Ricky can get that done, but he can't stay out on the field. We do need another durable guy. You know what, Matt, you can't get anything out of the draft. Draft picks, like me and Big Show used to always say, you pick up a hot receiver in the first round, he'll be injured within 2 or 3 weeks. And sure enough, that's been mostly true. Yep. Every receiver we have is dead meat by the season starts. That is weird.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. Let's say we just didn't do anything at all, but everything we have right now came back healthy and stayed healthy for the season.
Super Bowl
wouldn't look too bad, would it?
No, it would look awesome.
So, I mean, there is that.
That's never going to happen, Matty.
I mean, sometimes people forget, like, we do have a really good team if they're healthy.
We do. We do.
So, I mean, you can always add to shit, though, man. Well, I mean, we've talked about adding offensive line players for how many years now? and they never do shit.
We have a bunch. Don't you love all those names that show up all of a sudden? That's blah, blah, blah. Who? When did they pick him up? Where did you guys find this guy? Sometimes they're not bad. They're not really going to really help you, but for the plug-in for this particular time, he's okay. What's that kid that played last year after Trent went down? He wasn't bad. And also Brindle went down. That center, he wasn't bad. I liked him better than Brindle.
Random thought. When I was watching that last AFC, the Denver and the Patriot game, did I hear them say McGlinchey's name? With Denver?
49ers, you mean?
No. I know we had McGlinchey, but I thought
McGlinchey's coming back to San Francisco.
Did I hear his name associated with playing for Denver? I could have sworn I heard it.
Yeah, no, he's been with Denver for years.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't remember. So I thought I heard the name. I thought I heard the announcer say the name. I was Mikey.
He's been over there. Yeah, he's been over there for a while. I've never heard anything bad said about him since he's been over there either. So I don't know.
No, dude. He's a solid dude. He's not the best, but he's consistent, I think.
Yeah, Mike, he's not great for pass protection, but the 49ers in the first place seem to get tackles that could road grade. And McGlinchey was the best in the league.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about having him.
Yeah, but people got mad when it came to pass protection because Mike wasn't real good at that.
That's different. Yeah, I agree. That's different. But so we gotta stack them. Yeah, we got some things to look forward to, Ronbo. I mean, we got some winners free agency.
Should be out with it next month. Yeah, it should be coming up soon. It's always a good distance between free agency and the draft is in April, right? So it's got to be next month. Yeah, early next month.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So, everybody, Maddie, how do you feel about the spending? Oh God, damn it, the clock's gone. Hey, we'll talk about free agency next time, okay?
Yeah, dude, absolutely, man. We got a lot to talk about, so we got a lot of time to do it. So
the name's gonna come
up.
All
right, buddy. I was glad to see you on tonight. So I wasn't sure
I was so glad to get in to see you too, buddy. Tell you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, buddy. Well, shoot. Right. I'll catch you this week sometime.
I'm looking forward to it, Maddie. Night, fam. And keep an eye on. Don't get mad with those Hawks fans. We don't want you in jail.
No.
All right.
I'll try to treat them good.
Night, fam.
Or just don't say anything at all, right?
I know. Maddie, man. Yeah, yes. The Tanjon, he's favorite lady. And Tanjon, we're sitting here and, you've if you've been listening, you've seen some of the criticisms that Papa Dragon came in here. Papa Dragon, one thing about Pop, I love Pop, but Pop will tear people down on this organization. And every now and then he rubs people the wrong way. But as he said, his percentages of being right and accurate have far too often been the case. So, and Tanjon, you and him are cut a little of the same cloth because I know you got some things you don't appreciate. But while you're doing that, add some things that we might do to improve the team too. Because, all right, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I don't agree with everything some of these callers are saying. I know for a fact that this is a Jet York situation. And yeah, he's an entitled ass. So, he has no love for our team. I know he doesn't. And this is not the first time. This is not the second time. If he got cussed out 10 years ago, he got cussed out 15 years prior. So, and at that time he came to Candlestick Park and we were all on his ass. And then we had Jim Harbaugh. Now, let me tell you this. My problem is it goes right back to when they went to Levi Stadium, the problem started. I don't want to know why. I don't understand why people act like this shit has been going on. And it's just these coaches. Leave these damn coaches alone because we got rid of very good fucking coaches for mediocre. Then we get back to good coaches and then they get fired because they have no leverage. They don't have the full, like when we did have chemistry, who gotten too damn greedy for their bridges and got too damn cheap for the players who worked their asses off to stay with the Niners and decided they want them to go somewhere else. So just think about that. Number one, what makes our team better is we got to give 80 Barlow, Steve Young, somebody got to get that team back. They got to hold the Niner franchise back. We got to get rid of Jed York some kind of way. I mean, listen, I'm not a protester like that because I'm not. There's hardly no reason why I should be outside protesting for any damn thing. For me, sometimes people protest for nothing. This will be worth protesting for. Jed York, get out. That's my thing. Because I don't think it's fair to sit here, coaches who are sitting up here loving the players like it's his own sons or his own nephews. And next thing you know, he's has to leave the job or coordinator have to leave the job because they're given what they can use. They're given very little for what they can work with. And all these entitled ass, inexperienced ass watchers of the 49ers think they know. And I'm a woman and I know better than that. I've watched shit changed and I didn't like what I was seeing. So for me to hear.
Just say 49 Brian's name already.
Stop it.
For me to hear people say, "Oh, the coach had years to prepare." Get the hell up out of here. Are you going to be a better coach? Go and apply and see if you can coach for the team and see how you going to get treated by the goddamn franchise. Because that's what I'm saying. Like we don't love who's coaching our teams. Number one, we got to get out of that shit too. I don't think it's fair. And I was pissed off when they let Kyle Shanahan go. Before that, not Kyle Shanahan, Jim Harbaugh. And before that, I was pissed off when they let Mariucci go. You know what I'm saying? Jim Harbaugh, Mariucci, they didn't deserve that shit. They got mistreated. You know what I'm saying? So, and the number one problem is politics is all in our sports. That shouldn't even belong in our sports. Like, leave that political shit out of our sports. That's what's ruining fans. That's what's ruining the people and kids coming to see the games and stuff. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm just hoping that shit is over with. Football, basketball, and baseball. Look, politics should leave us a freaking alone. Let us go and enjoy. While you over here stressing everybody out with your damn politics, whatever the senators are, let us enjoy sports. Let us enjoy sports without you. We don't need senators and lawmakers messing with us. I'm sorry. And we need Smash My Football back. I don't give a hell. Smash My Football. All this tinky tink football is getting on my damn nerves. They're ruining it. Okay? And people who are supposed to be in charge are ruining our sports. And for the 49ers, I'm glad we keep a Mac Jones. I don't understand what that guy was saying. He was just speaking a bunch of rubbish and a bunch of doubt and a bunch of hate. You know, people get high off doubt. You know, that's an issue. They got to go get help with that doubt. Because you got to get off that doubt. But that's all I'm saying. That's all I want to say. Yeah, we want to get back connected again. We all should get back connected again and working together. And we got to stick up for our team and our players more than just talking about we need to go to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. Like, we've been to several Super Bowls. We got played and we got cheated off of. And I don't think people just look at it like, oh, it's the coach. No, you just don't need to watch football no more because you're dumb. Not the coach.
You do. I love when you don't hold back. Tenja, no, I do want to say one thing though. A lot of times the coaches leave because Kyle allows for that freedom. We let coaches go sign with other teams. That's pretty much being an understood thing around the league now. If you get an offer to go somewhere else, like Robert Saleh did, although Robert Saleh he bolted like he couldn't wait to get away. Kind of worries me. I was wondering, well, his family. You just moved out of New York back to California. You got to pack. The boxes are still probably sitting around the house. You got to pack them up and move them now to Tennessee. So why don't you, Robert? I don't know.
I don't want Robert Saleh to leave, but if you look at it, to me, Robert Saleh wants a chance to be a head coach again.
He got a taste,
and he wants to give it a try. And I think he's gambling. Right now, he's gambling. Now, if he
really
loses,
is.
I don't know. Come back because everybody invited him back to the Niners. You know what I'm saying? So that was the love right there. You know, there's no hate, no love lost. But
he better succeed.
He knows home. Anything happens in the long run, he's still in his 60s, and he still wants to be a head coach.
He
gets really good with the Titans. which is the AFL part, AFL side. So
John, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Always love to hear what you got to say. But hey, we'll be back later on in the week. I'm not sure which day though. Probably toward the end of the week. All right.
All right. Many blessings, and everybody want to hate the Niners. You can kiss all our feet. The haters.
Yes, all up hanging in here talking trash. All right. John. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all people trolling, man. We know what your problem is. Guys wish you was 49ers. Eric.
Oh, what's up, everyone?
Eric is a Super Bowl winner. Well, Eric,
man, it still feels
surreal, isn't it?
Kind of weird, bud. It still feels weird, and I'm glad that we got at it. I mean, if that entire thing that happened the last time we played them happened again, I don't know what I would have done.
Oh, you mean the pass on the 2-yard line with a running back like Marshawn Lynch? Why am I passing the ball? We did the same thing, though.
Yeah, I mean, if that would have happened again, it would have not been a pretty sight, probably.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's
coaches try to get cute in that situation. They actually think that they're fooling somebody. Same with the 49ers. We run close to the goal line. I think 1.5, 2 yards, maybe at the most. I got Frank Hall of Fame Gore. And give him the ball. He's going to get that touchdown, coach. No. We got to throw the ball to Crabtree and watch that defender commit a foul. It's not going to be called, and we lose. And you got the same thing. I got Marshawn Lynch. There's no force on the planet at that particular time that was going to stop Marshawn Lynch from getting 1 or 2 yards. It just wasn't going to happen. There is no defense that's going to stop him from getting 1 or 2 yards. And you know what I heard, Eric?
I get it.
They were embarrassed.
Another thing I realized yesterday watching that game, Joe from Seattle, he better be glad that there were no penalty flags, because when he threw that punch or whatever he did, he could have easily been ejected from that game.
Stephon Diggs and But you know what? You guys got good treatment. Usually, it was a Super Bowl. I think that's the only reason why there weren't a couple of ejections. But the refs, there's too much money. You know how much each ticket costs, right? Money always gets involved, Eric. The refs were told before the game, listen, guys, if a fight should occur out there in the field, don't throw the flag, because then you have to make a decision and a choice, and automatically those players got to be rejected. So just break the fight up and let them continue. What? You heard me.
I was pretty surprised. Okay.
You did it.
I was surprised about how few penalties were called last night. But they really let the fellas play the entire game, pretty much.
They did. You know what, though? There wasn't a lot of... Did you see a lot of penalty situations, though? I didn't really see anything that was just egregious. Pretty much it was the Hawks are not... Your team doesn't have... It's not the Legion of Boom team. They're not vicious. They're not vindictive. They're not that kind of team that did... The Hawks used to start fights when they were losing the games at the line of scrimmage. That's not who they are anymore. The Patriots are just glad to be there, and they don't even know why they were there, other than the fact that they won the AFC. So, that was not an atmosphere that you're going to see any scuffles. Not really. And there weren't, except for Stephon. Stephon Diggs has been in the league for a long time. So, he's like that. I don't know who that was. Who's that? Which guy from the Hawks was he fighting with?
I think that was Joe, number 29.
Yeah, in the secondary.
I think he was part of that. But I mean, if I saw that correctly, but I mean,
you probably did. Diggs was just frustrated because he couldn't get off.
Usually, kind of have an issue with things like that. But the problem is, Seattle's guys started that whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did he?
I mean,
Well, that's
yeah.
true. Diggs was out of bounds. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was
I mean-
over, and he's still pursuing him. And Diggs came. You know what kills
Yeah.
me? Diggs came flying. He was knocked way back out of range. Diggs came flying back
Yeah.
from wherever he was laying like a bullet. I was thinking to myself, you haven't been moving that like that all day.
Yeah. And I mean, it was so great to hear Papa J back on tonight.
Yeah,
It
We haven't heard from him in a
feels
long time.
great to see like all my favorite people come back on here and see
Good.
what they gotta say.
Glad you enjoyed him. Yeah, Pop always ruffles feathers. At the same time, he says things that are up. But Pop is fun. Papa Dragon, The Big Show. They're two guys that really bring fun to the show, actually, because they're always pissing people off. Hey, and Show, get back in here, man. It's off season, Big Show. You know, I've already
Yeah.
Brian made him crazy. So, but go ahead.
And I'm sure that like Maddie, I'm sure he's gonna be dealing with a lot of stuff for a very long time.
Matty who?
Heck, I mean, and you know, and to be honest with you, if it was me and if it was me and him and a whole bunch of T-Hawk fans,
Yeah.
and I was in the same room as Maddie,
Yeah.
Maddie seems like a pretty good guy. I'd probably be defending Maddie more than I would a T-Hawk fan, to be honest with you.
Eric, you are special. I love it. That's why we enjoy
Thank
you
you,
too. Once
Thank you,
again,
sir.
can't wait till
y'all
next
have a
season.
good night now.
You do, Eric. Night, fam.
Um,
Hey, Michael. Michael's still okay because he's calling in. Hey, yo, Michael.
Ronbo, how's that going, buddy?
Michael's going all right, man. Especially hearing from you, that means you're probably okay. Your examination
Ronbo, you
results
gotta
get back?
Ronbo, when you see Ian Gable, banned him because he was laughing about the 49er guy that got shot. William Roberts saw the proof that Nikita put.
Ian Gable. Okay, thanks for
William
the heads
Roberts
up.
will back me up on that. He was
Yeah.
laughing about it, thinking it was funny.
Yeah, well, he'll
And
be
saying
funny.
that all 49ers will be next. I'm like, that's nice. You don't say that. Yeah.
I'm waiting for his
Ian
name
Gable,
to roll
no,
up.
we got to ban him.
Ian
No,
Gable.
we got to get
is
him
that
out
right?
of this. Yeah, we got to get him out of there.
Yeah.
Because that's
Well, hey.
something you don't wish on. I mean, that
No.
pisses me off when I heard about that. I was like, what the hell?
Some guys, they just
You
don't
know?
have any class. It's
Good
just
guy,
that's the
too.
way it is.
Good football player. Nobody should be shot, you know? Ian Cable needs to think, you know? Yeah. William Roberts saw it. He saw it. He could be my witness. He saw it because Nikita put it out in the chat.
All right.
Yeah.
We got him.
And then he said, Nikita, you're next.
Oh, that is good. I need to. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, I'll keep an eye here for him. But listen, go ahead and get into
keep
it.
an eye. William Roberts, he'll tell you in the chat that he saw what he was laughing about. But no, anyway, now the Super Bowl is over now. Now it's time to see what we're going to do next. Who we're going to go for. I mean, I know everybody's talking about the Raiders game, but I don't know. That's going to be hard to. And guess what I found out? Guess who's favorite to win the Super Bowl next year? The top 4 teams. You got Seattle 1, Rams 2, Baltimore 3, Buffalo 4. 49ers are ranked number 11, but I think it's going to change after the draft and free agent.
You know
I just
what's so
saw it
funny?
now.
There's several out. ESPN says Chargers, Niners, and they give explanations why each team. I forgot who else.
I look at it. Wait after we get free agents and drafts, then it could go up. Now that's nothing. You got to think of free agents. So if we sign key free agents and go after guys, it could go up.
You got to be careful though.
So I'm not worried about it.
But with free agents, you got to be careful not to overpay. This is the problem with free agents. You pay them more than they're worth, and then you're out of money for anybody else. I understand the 49ers thinking on that, but we still need a quality, at least one guy player.
You need a guy like Crosby, or you go to that center.
I'd spend on him.
You got to get somebody.
And quit. I'm just going to spend on Crosby and stop. And then I'm going to get some guys that are serviceable and go for the draft.
And the center
Don't overspend on free agents.
And on the receiver for the Colts. I like the receiver for the Colts.
Also,
Allen.
the center
I like
from
that receiver.
Minnesota.
Yes. But who's better? Baltimore Center or Viking Center? Which one's better?
Which one would you have to pay the most for?
Good question. Which one? What's their ages?
I have to look into that. I just heard a lot of chatter about, I forget his name.
It's hard, man.
The
It's
Minnesota
hard.
Center.
I mean, it's yeah.
But at
And
least
the
they're talking about it,
Baltimore Center,
Michael. Before they wouldn't even talk
No, that's
about
good. No, I like to hear the talking. I like to hear the 49ers talking. Now, let's talk about it. Are you going to really go for it, or are you just doing the talk to start, start a fire, but you're not going to, are you bluffing?
it. Mm-hmm.
No, are you going to do it? Yeah.
Because we've seen too much of that. And yeah. So, but
No,
we got to get
that, and also
a premier wide receiver. They're going to draft one, Michael.
how
I
about the
just know
Colts? I like the Colts. There's a draft one and get the Colts receiver. The
Which
Alex
one?
dude, the little guy. The guy that's good for the Colts. I get him. I sign him up.
a little guy.
He's good.
No, don't get a little guy.
I don't know if he's a little guy. The guy for the Colts. How tall is he? You know what I'm talking about? Alex,
Yeah.
whatever.
The one that got himself into trouble is he the same one who dropped that ball in the end zone that year. They would have beat the Chiefs.
I thought he did good this year. No?
Maybe. Oh, Colts.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
draft
I'm
receiver,
I'm thinking about Lamar. I'm thinking about the Ravens. Colts.
Yeah, no.
The Colts do
Yeah,
have
the Colts.
a
And you have the
receiver.
Colts.
They're probably going to pay him.
The white guy.
They're probably going to pay
Well,
him.
I would pay him. If he's good, I'd pay him.
No, I mean, the Indy's probably going to hold on to him if he's that good.
Yeah, or franchise tag him. Or do something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You got to be careful getting rid of players like this.
But like I said, Ronbo, if a good receiver comes in the draft in our hands, all right, well, what'd you do for a good receiver and that tight end comes number 27? Who would you choose? That tight end or a
We're
receiver?
27. Well, how good is it going to be? I worry about that. Michael,
Tight
is this
end,
going
I
to be
say
the year we
yes.
trade up?
I could see us maybe trade up, but do you want to get a couple of picks too? How many picks did we get this year?
Yeah, the 49ers will trade down, if anything. It will always say,
Yeah.
oh, God. I start whining like a child. I mean, come on, man.
I'd like to know how many picks would the 49ers get if they trade out of 27th and move a little bit at the early of the second round. I'd like to know how many picks would they get for that pick, number 27.
It depends on how high rounds you want. You want a second rounder? That's all you're going to get.
Early second rounder. Like a team that's early second would jump into the 49ers spot and get a quarterback.
That team would
There's
probably
gonna
have
be
to
teams
have
early in
more
the
than
second round.
they'd have to more than two second round
Like
picks.
the Jets. But like the Jets, they could move up, take our spot, or maybe whoever else.
The
That's early.
Jets,
Cardinals.
they should
They
see
need a
some
quarterback.
volume. Yeah, but the Jets,
Cardinals will go for a quarterback.
Both
Arizona's
teams.
going to need a quarterback.
both teams
Yep.
need a lot. They don't need to trade up.
And
Although-
Cardinals drafted early in the second round. They could jump in our spot, and we could take their spot, and we're going to get extra picks. We'll probably get 2 picks out of that. Maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah, the
Depends how much
Cardinals,
the value is. The 27th, I don't know how much the value is. Each pick is a value. How much?
How far are the Cardinals away from being any better than they are, though? I was wondering, if you're going to pick that deal, the Cardinals probably need all the picks they can get, as well as
Yes.
other teams. So, yeah.
I gotta see who has the most picks this year in the draft. Which team has the most?
Probably
That's gonna be
Cleveland.
something.
The Raiders.
The
How many
Raiders-
picks the Raiders got? And
I don't.
the Cardinals,
My-
the Ravens. Who's that other team that's really just had a problem this year? Cardinals?
The Tennessee.
Tennessee. Oh, Robert Saleh. That's why he went over there. Robert's going to completely rebuild that team.
Oh, he is. He's gonna draft guys. He's gonna get defensive guys that we don't even know about. He knows it. He knows he's gonna get.
Maybe he'll trade
He's
with
gonna
us.
build.
He might not,
Yeah,
it might
he
not
would
be
trade
his
with
call.
us. And how about Kubiak? How about the guy for the Raiders? He might. You think no? He can't. Never mind. He won't trade because Raiders hate us. Yeah, Tennessee would
Yeah,
trade with
Mark
us.
won't let
Who else?
I don't know. I haven't looked at that.
Yeah,
I haven't
Tennessee and the
really looked at
49ers might work together. Good trade.
Boy, this part. But Michael, we got to go. We
All
ran
right,
the clock.
Ronbo, you have a
Listen,
good night.
you
Shout out to all
too.
my 49er family and the ladies. You too, man. Rumbo, have a good one.
You too, Michael. Stay healthy too. I'm looking forward to hearing from you this week. All right. Night, Michael. Sports Talk with Austin. Hey, Austin, what's up? My guy Ronbo, my 49ers brother, but go Cowboys. Stick in there, Austin. Hey, Hey, yo, Bill. Oh, and then we after that, I say, hello, Bill. Bill does not want to hear about no Go Cowboys. Yo, Bill.
Ronbo. All right, let's get to the point where it matters the most.
Yeah.
All right, I did some thinking. All right, first off, we need to remember for the OG 49er fans,
Yep.
who was in our division back in the 80s and 90s and before that, early 2000s.
Man, the Packers, the Bears,
No, it was the
the
Rams.
Skins.
It was the Rams. The
Oh, you mean in our division? I thought you meant who was worth a damn. Okay, now the Rams were in our division. The Falcons, the Rams.
The Seahawks really didn't mean nothing to us. They came in late. They were new rivals, and I'm not gonna pay any mind to them. But you know who should pay mind to them?
Oh,
would be our 49er players. I'm gonna poke the bear a little bit because people who know me know that when sometimes you have to poke the bear to fire him up. But before we do that, we need to
don't close the door. Have that door so you can run.
Will Jed York do something about what happened in the Super Bowl? Did he give the Seahawks champagne for winning it? Did he bring his pom-poms and celebrate? Was Jed York, were you happy that another team won a Super Bowl in your stadium? Are you turning on your players, Jed York? Who are you, Jed York?
Wait. Bill.
Now, when they celebrated in our locker room, I hope they sprayed a whole bunch of their champagne all over the 49ers locker room. So that way when our players go in there, they can see it, they can smell it, they can taste it. So when the next season starts, and if we make moves, and if we build up, look out, NFL. Look out. The cigar smell, the champagne all over their locker room, which would have been Kittle's spot, which would have been Brock Purdy's spot. He has to go and see Sam Darnold's champagne or his cigar there. Just take pictures and put it all over them for the see. Let them taste the offseason. Yes, it's a new season, but we need the fuel. I want to see you put the hunger back. Okay, I'm not gonna dog Kyle. I'm not gonna dog anybody but Jed York because the caller, what was her name?
John.
She had it right. She's been having it right because Jed York don't want to do anything. He keeps stepping on them players. Why did Robert Saleh want to run so quick? That should be a red flag. I mean, if Jed York's not the problem, he needs to get up and make moves. We need to trade for Maxx Crosby. I don't care if Jed York's got to trade his wife or his ex-wife, whoever he was married to before Denise DeBarlo. I apologize. I had to think about that one a little. He has to trade a friend's wife. Let's put it that way to get the players, make deals with the owner and of the Raiders. Because I'm sure we got the players. They ain't worth the darn. We can send some players instead of cutting them. Could trade them over to the Raiders and start making trades. Because here's the deal, Ronbo. The Raiders are no longer in California. They were evicted. They're in Las Vegas. Why are we even concerned about them anymore?
I'm not. I find them very amusing these days. They make some of the best memes and videos out there. They talk about themselves.
Raiders are irrelevant now. They're irrelevant. I've met a few Raider females and I've got blocked. And I'm satisfied to be blocked and telling them that the Raiders ain't worth a darn. It's never going to be worth anything. Their franchise is about as much as a Cracker Jack box. You're going to win a prize out of there. Oh, guess what? Your team ain't ever going to win a Super Bowl in your lifetime, just like the Cowboys. So the Raiders and the Cowboys, they got something in common. So we needed to stop worrying about that and need to make peace and make trades and get up there and do something and get ready to fire up. And let me tell you what, Seattle proved one thing in the Super Bowl: they could be beat. You hang with them long enough, Sam Darnold would have choked. If they would have just ran the ball instead of throwing it and keep running it and had a good stout defense and not allowed to score, I believe that Seattle could have lost that game.
Oh yeah, a more experienced team would have gave them a better fight than that too. The Patriots are just a bunch of kids that out there. Wow, we're in the Super Bowl, guys. You got to play the game, okay? And then all of a sudden, bam, hit in the mouth. Lucky. And you know what Mike Tyson says?
Yeah, we got lucky. We got a good defensive coach. We give him good players. Seattle's not going to be able to hang with us. It's a one and done year for them. All right, and I want our players to feel the heat, and I want us to add other players to remind those players, all players that's on the team, remind the other players coming in. This is what they did to our locker room. Fire them up, get the whole team fired up, and I promise you that the Seahawks fans that call themselves the dark side will be the Jedi Empire taking out there. Whatever they got going on for them. So let me put it like that. Ronbo, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not mad. I just hope that the fuel is added to the fire. And I hope that Jed York pulls out his checkbook if he's really serious. Because now it's time, you be cheap. You get, if you go out and spend for a cheap fan, it's going to break.
There you go.
In a short amount of time.
Bill, I'm glad.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Defense wins championship. Go on, Ronbo. What you can say?
I'm glad you got all that off your chest. But listen, you saved some of it, and I'll see you later in the week. And yes.
I want you to give me a 49er shout out.
I can do that. Big Bill. All right, man.
I want us to not be cheap and nasty and better make some moves, Jed York. To you, Jed York. Not to the fans, but to you.
Just
Have
watch,
a nice day.
Watch and see. Okay. All right, Bill. Oh, God, J10. TikTok for Raiders. They do a job on themselves. Also, Instagram. Oh, they're just beating each other up. I got about 4 or 5 Raider fans I watch. They just kill me. Great comedy. They talk worse about their team than any one of us. Ellis, come on in, man.
Bizzle.
Ellis. Oh, man. We can continue where we left off from yesterday. We're hoping about the additions. And what we always do every year, Ellis, is we question the judgment calls of the front office. Jed York has come up under tremendous fire since he said the wrong thing about that substation. And, there's players out there that we want to pursue. Maxx Crosby is a pipe dream, as you pointed out yesterday, for the most part. I saw Njoku. I didn't know he was going to be available. Mac Jones. Is Pop on to something with 49ers? We're not interested in fielding any calls, or we're not considering trading Mac Jones. Okay, Cabot. We're going to stand fast on that. And then, but still, somebody said Kirk Cousins is waiting in the wings. Ellis, can you solve this mystery? And who do you want to see get on this team so we can stop this foolishness?
Well, that's a lot to unpack. Let's start with the tight end position. They're going to have to spend some money in free agency for, I think, at least 2 key positions. One is going to be tight end. I don't know what that's going to look like, because George will be out till like November, December. So you're going to sign somebody like an Njoku or a Kyle Pitts.
Oh, please get
for like a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
Are they going to accept the deal like that? I mean, coming to play for us, I would say yeah. That would be great, because we could have 2 effective pass catchers. Njoku's really big, so he could help in the run game, and then he can super athletic. That's a Vernon Davis prototype.
kind of guy. If I can compare him to anybody,
It's a good comparison.
I'd be down for Njoku for sure. They're gonna have to spend some money there. I think the problem is they gave Luke Farrell, I think, a 2-year, $10 million deal, and he didn't do shit.
At least 2 years,
He didn't do shit.
Damn it, dead cap.
Well, he's played more games than Yatir Gross-Mato, so I don't know what's worse of the two. You know,
Don't get me
but
started
that's
on
neither
Gross
here nor
Matos.
there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. I'm ready to rip him up right now. But that position, and I think a defensive lineman of some sort, a veteran defensive lineman. I would if we got Keon White on contract, great. I would keep Cleve Farrell. I would try to find somebody that's a veteran who's been around for a while, that's still got some gas left in the tank for like a low decent price, and then try and get somebody in the draft. I mean, we need linebackers, we need a safety, we need more defensive linemen, we need offensive linemen. There's a lot of needs, and I'm trying to figure out where the hell are they going to get the draft capital. Are the guys that get signed from our team that we don't retain, who sign big contracts, and we can get, maybe some draft compensation for them back, or are we planning on using that to go? Where are we going to get the draft capital from? So the thing with Mac Jones, is they want to keep him. I want to keep him. However, if somebody will give us an early second round pick, a quality player, and maybe, let's say, an extra pick like a day 3 pick, that might be something that John would be interested in. Don't sell low, though, on Mac Jones. I personally feel like because he's a plug and play right now quarterback, no, at the minimum, a high second round pick, like right in the beginning of the second round pick, because he's actually end of the first. To me, a late first round is not asking too much, because Mac, to me, that's me personally, he's that good. He could have came in and stayed in and brought us as far as we got, and could have potentially even got us a little further. That's no shot at Brock. But I'm just saying that when Mac was standing like a statue in that pocket and was slinging the ball without having to evade defensive rush and do all the stuff that Brock was doing, which was a lot of spectacular stuff. Well, let's be honest. That Bears game, when he shaked and baked and cut and threw that ball to use check, I don't know what Mac would have did in that situation. He might have just stood in the pocket. He might have went through his reads, hit a different receiver. We don't really know. But Mac is not somebody that you sell for a 3rd round pick. So that's out of the question. Now, what they could be doing is, this is me just throwing it out there. Brock's contract allows there to be some kind of way to escape after the third year. I think in the 3rd year, I think it's like the first 2 years, there's nothing we can do, and in the 3rd year and moving forward, there's some flexibility where they can possibly shake him. If Kyle is thinking he wants to keep Mac Jones, he could be trying to see what Brock's going to do this year. And if he doesn't do anything, like if we don't get there, or Brock gets hurt or something happens, they could try to move off of Brock. This is an unpopular opinion. And they can bring Mac in and just keep Mac and extend him and move off of Brock and send him elsewhere. I think Kyle really likes Mac Jones, and he really wants to keep him.
Always did. We found that out already, remember? Yep.
Right. You see the plays he was calling for Mac when he was in. He had Mac in the back throwing 40, almost 50 passes a game with no problem. Slinging the ball with a messed up, he had a PCL injury or something like that. He was hobbling around. Kyle's like, fuck it, stay out there. We got you. And I mean, he was slinging the ball. Kyle looked unworried so that's comfort. And imagine his health now. So I think that could be something potentially, it's not really on being broadcasted.
No, it's not that far-fetched. Yeah, and Kyle loves that kind of quarterback.
Kyle's not blowing.
Yeah. He wants a guy to stand there. and take hits, keep his eyes downfield, and make the play. He loves that kind of quarterback. He described that in that writing of his that I was watching. That's why I liked C.J. Beathard in the first place. C.J. you could hit him with a truck. He'd get up, brush himself off, ready for the next truck to hit him. Kyle likes those kind of guys.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, lastly, I just want to say, if he moves off of Mac for any reason, they better get a king's ransom for him. And what they could do is, like somebody said, and I think you also said, Kirk Cousins is waiting in the wings. They could also go get Zach Wilson and turn him into a reclamation project, and then they can flip him in a year or two, sign him to a 2-year deal, and get him up to speed. You know, we're the farm as always. We're not just the farm for other positions, but the quarterback. Look at Sam Darnold. Look at Mac Jones. Now we can have Zach, and then turn around and maybe even flip him possibly. So
sounds good, Ellis.
You know,
we got to
we'll see what happens, man.
All right,
it's going to get interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Bring that up next year. We'll talk about that one too. All right, man.
Yeah, that's the best. Appreciate you, man. Shout out production. Thank you for the platform, Bo, as always, man. And shout out to Faithful, man. Hit that like and subscribe. You know where you at. Wipe your feet. Shout out to chat. Nikita, Money Mike Jones, the homie hero. Shout out Frank, Donut, Tanisha, Smooth, Tony Tone, and Tone. The Dragon family, Brian. I think if I said show, shout out show, man, and all the rest of the family too, all the rest of the callers, man. You know it's for life.
All right.
All right now.
All right, Ellis. Night, fam.
R.I.P.
And it's Paul Price. Paul, come on in, Paul.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Paul, man, we're just sitting here. Great, man. You know, it's season's over. We didn't embarrass ourselves.
Yeah, man. I'm trying, brother.
It's gonna get better, Paul. Next year, I got a feeling the 49ers have had just that slap in the face or that cold water thrown on them that they needed to get back in the groove. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need a draft an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
At least one.
Yeah. And if we got
a linebacker.
Yeah.
A linebacker. Had to. Just because, we're thin.
Yeah.
Maybe another defensive lineman.
Yeah, they're always going to do that. Lynch loves defensive linemen that he thinks are going to be good. I would bet money on that for sure.
But I think we're set, bro.
Kinda.
We run it back. I think we run it back with this crew. We add a couple pieces. I'm telling you, we get 1 or 2 pieces free agency. Like I said, Joey Bosa. I think we really could get Joey Bosa.
I think you're going to get him. Mom wants him to join the 49ers. She wanted him last year to join the 49ers. I think he'll do it this year.
Yeah, it's close. I think it was close last year, but I think there might have been a little tampering that they didn't go with it because, they're brothers,
Yeah. And the Bills offered him more money, I guess. Although I don't know why Joey needs more money at this point in his career. So
he doesn't. He doesn't need more money. That's fact.
Yeah.
How many brothers have played in high school, college, and NFL? Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's very few. I don't think there's anyone.
J.J. Watson, TJ maybe? The Watts brothers, maybe?
No, I don't think, not at the same time. I don't think in Wisconsin. I don't think so.
Maybe not. I can't.
I really don't.
Because only the Bosas and the Watts boys are the only guys I can think of.
Yeah. It's royalty, right?
Yeah. Otherwise.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So,
what do you think?
I think we're going to get. I really think Joey's coming, but everybody wants Maxx Crosby and Joey. Oh, now we got to ship. So yeah,
he costs much money though. Ronbo.
I know, right? That's why it's not going to happen.
No, that's right. You can't pay Nick Bosa because he's still in the prime of his career, right?
And you're going to have to pay him next year too. I think.
Right. It's come. How about McCaffrey? His contract's coming up, right?
I forgot how long McCaffrey's contract. How many years is it into?
It's at least what 3 now.
Because remember, he held out. Wasn't that last year? He didn't hold out, but he needed his contract tightened up.
Extension. It was an extension, but because he got more money.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual contract details are, but
yeah, because
all we need to do is, all I think is, Ronbo, we need to stay true to ourselves because I think we have the team. And what we did this past year with Robert Saleh, with that defense, I think all of those rookies just got a lot better.
Oh, yeah. All those snaps, all the way into the playoffs.
All the reps. Like, I think we're going to be a problem next year.
Always. As long as Shanahan and Lynch are there, we're going to be formidable. How formidable are we going to be is the question. How far are they going to go?
And Robert Morris, like, what do you think about him? Because Shanahan's wanted him forever.
Wait, who?
As the D. Morris, as the defensive coordinator. He's wanted
Raheem.
him forever.
I know. I hope it works out. Raheem.
No, you don't think it's going to work out?
I'm just looking at his record but everybody else don't look at his record. Him and Kyle together, they'll be a force. So we'll see. I'm hoping so.
Love you. Love you, brother.
I love you back, fam. Paul. All right, then. We'll see you later in the week. All right. All right, Paul. Hey, Steven.
Oh, boy. God damn.
Look at Steven. Where do I start?
I can tell you where we can start.
Okay.
That one lady that was on the call that single-handedly called out fans like 49er Brian. That's the real problem right there. Once Jed York starts seeing that he's losing profit because he's openly stated he's okay with coming in second or third or having a somewhat winning season, it's all about money to him. He don't care. He doesn't care whether or not, the Niners
Steven,
get
we
a
already
chip
know
on their
that.
shoulder or not.
You're not going to take the leopard's not going to take his spots off. We already know that about Jed. Although,
and here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, Eddie DeBartolo Jr. called him out, and the next day he steps away from CEO. Sure, he still remains the owner, but he removes himself from chief executive operations.
It puts Carmen in there.
Literally hours after he said that. Come on,
but Steven,
really?
But you know what's so funny about exactly what you're right about? Because the fact of the matter is, your role did not change within the house. You still, Kyle and John will still answer to Jed. I don't know what Carmen's doing other than just carrying a business card around that says CEO. It's pretty funny. But go ahead.
Well, what blows my mind, Ronbo, is that this has been going on since 2013. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to a real infamous interview with Jed York where he said that they are a team of class. And this is, mind you, this was during the kneeling epidemic that they were facing in the NFL, where everyone was kneeling. Colin Kaepernick was kneeling. Crabtree was kneeling. Ray Lewis, the entire NFL. It was such a big uproar about. He goes, we're a team of class. We don't care about, winning or whatever BS. And I was like, in my head, I thought, you just let one of our players walk because of kneeling. And there was no backup for him. You let Colin Kaepernick walk away. If I'm not mistaken, he let Colin Kaepernick walk away.
But Jed supported him.
And we had zero backup.
Yeah, I thought Jed supported him. When other owners were crying about, all the owners hated Kyle. I mean, not Kyle, but Cap, because they thought they were losing money. But Jed didn't say anything.
He generated so much profit for them, Ronbo. He generated so much profit for them. He brought an entire league to the damn world just by kneeling. I mean, he didn't have to say anything most times.
Well,
that's the crazy part. He wasn't even the first person to do it.
It created a political boiling
uproar.
point.
Yeah, but
That was a problem, though.
here's the thing, man. Is like from the moment he had that interview, I was like, I automatically don't like where this is going because he's just mainly profit driven. Doesn't care how good the team does because he knows fans, diehard fans like you and I, will continue to watch and buy their merchandise, whether it be vintage, whether it be ticket sales, a hot dog at Levi's, or to buy Levi's at Levi's, or to buy a jersey.
Yeah.
To him, it's all money based. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. If he actually cared, he would have never have moved them to Santa Clara.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Candlestick would still be
businessmen.
There.
Yeah,
that is.
Les Snead.
I stand
all
by
those
that
guys are like that
wholeheartedly. Yeah. To me, man, that was like the clear indicator that he doesn't care. He really doesn't care about the team. He just cares about how much money he can generate.
And Jerry Jones is worse. This is the way owners think.
No, it is. But you know what, man? Where do I begin? Dude, honestly, it has to be Kyle. Has to be Kyle. The fact that, he had that interview and he goes, how would you go about, going against the Seahawks? And he says, I don't know, man. I couldn't even score a touchdown on them. Twice. That's Ronbo.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Twice.
Yeah.
It was funny, but at the same time, it's like,
it was real.
What were you doing? It was real. Like, what are you doing wrong for the offense? And you could blame offensive coordinator, but the offensive coordinator still has to talk to Kyle. He has to go through Kyle to get to a play. You know what I mean? And if Kyle says, no, I don't like that play, scrap it. That's a problem. The reason why the team couldn't get a touchdown.
Let's remember one thing, though. We needed Ricky Pierce, or at least somebody out there that can stretch the field out a little bit.
We definitely did.
And George, you can't operate when a team like the Hawks can just hunker down and dare you to run. You're not going to beat that team shorthanded. You're just not going to.
No, you're not. But my main issue, Ronbo, is we knew Brandon Ayuk was most likely not going to come back. We knew that going into the season. We knew he was probably never, ever going to come back.
And
there was like an
80%
80% chance of everybody saying it's not happening. It was just a pure distraction. And the fact that we relied on Juwan Jennings so heavily, that's the problem. The Niners find a good receiver, and they lean on that player more than anybody. We did it with Deebo Samuel. We did it with Kendrick Bourne. We did it, man. We did it with George Kittle. And Kittle's not even a receiver. He's a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
We lean
they keep
on
blocking
one
all the time.
person. And if that one person falls, it's over. We're a glass cannon. And I hate to say that because, damn, when all cylinders are firing, Ronbo, nobody can stop us.
Yeah.
But when one player goes down,
all
the
it
whole
takes.
ship goes down. It's like, why? Why are we like that? Why is Kyle operating a team like this? Instead of saying, hey, you know what? We need a backup for this backup. I mean, God forbid,
They try, though, Steven.
luck of the draw on that one. Tonges getting hurt. That was a freak accident.
See,
But,
well, they were trying.
you know-
they knew he could play, but you don't know how until they get out there. Steven, always good stuff as always. We got to go, though. I'm going to look for you later in the week.
All right, man. I'll see you later in the week. You take care, bro.
You too. Nice, Steven. Is that
That's Scarlett.
who is that?
That's Scarlett.
I thought so, because I got it mixed up last time. I love it.
Good, don't worry.
That's so good.
She watches football just like her dad. It's all good. You
Great.
have a good night, Ronbo.
You too. Night, Scarlett. Night, Steven. Oh, God. That's pretty funny. Paul Price, Super Bowl and a Stanley Cup. Can you imagine them winning both in 1 year? Austin, come on in, cowboy.
What's up, Ron Mizzle? My 49er brethren.
Austin, man, we're just sitting there and you know what? The bad thing about it, neither one of us can reminisce. Well, we can reminisce, but the bad thing about it, it brings back painful memories down the last couple of 2-3 decades. Oh my God, that is a long time.
It's okay, Ronbo.
Yeah.
And I have an idea, Ronbo. Listen
what's
to
that?
you guys talk about the 49ers draft. I have a good idea. And this something might get your fan base going, but I think it's a good idea. What about drafting a backup tight end? I know that like Kyle likes to develop players and everything. Like get someone like maybe if they trade down and get maybe like Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon.
See,
a lot of people counted him as a potential target. He's supposed to be really good. What do you think, Ronbo?
I mean, we've been talking about Kenyon for some time now. I mean, it goes about 3 weeks ago. Somebody brought him up, and I went and checked him out. The guy is just a big mass of muscle that can really move. He's powerful. I said, yeah. Even analysts have suggested 49ers pick up Kenyon. So, yeah, we know about him. And you know what? The 49ers will be quiet about that. They're not going to let anybody. I think every team in the league, they don't want you to know what their plan is. So they just don't say anything.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things, too, Ronbo, kind of looking at like the draft and everything. It's just kind of like for the Cowboys. Like, we're probably going to go for a defensive lineman, one of those guys.
I would bet money on it.
Or maybe some help in the secondary. Like, we could always use secondary help. I mean, like Trayvon Diggs, Ronbo, like God love him. I love him to death, but he just was injury riddled, couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
And we just kind of had to say cut ties. And and you've experienced that too, Ronbo. It's just like it's one of them things you love a player and love them on your team, but it's just like the injury bug hits them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You had another cornerback too. He was an interception king. What was his name?
Deron Bland.
Yes. I didn't even hear his name last year. Is he still with the Cowboys?
Yes, but he was injured a lot. He had season-ending foot surgery.
Oh, God. See, this is the thing about football. It's a violent sport, and guys can come out there and make a name for themselves, and all of a sudden they can't play for the next 2-3 years. I tell you what, though.
Yep.
I'm telling you, I'll bet you Jerry's already looking and talking to Davis about Maxx.
Mm-hmm. I bet he is too. And here's the thing too, Ronbo. This is one thing about Jerry. If there's a deal to be had, he will make it. And here's the thing, Ronbo. We've got 3 first-round picks this year. 3. Just this year off of trades. We got
I didn't know that. That's right. Because of Micah.
And we get the Rams. And we get the Rams pick.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. So it's one of them. It's just like if Jerry would do something like that. Now here's the thing. Now Maxx Crosby's a great player, Ronbo, but his character, I've heard a lot of questions about his character, and sometimes coming to Dallas isn't always best for your character. So that's where that concerns me.
How come?
Well, let's be honest, Ronbo. When you play for Dallas, you're in front of the media. Kind of like San Francisco, Ronbo. It's just one of them. The media loves to hound on you.
Yeah, we're fortunate when it comes to that. Because Dallas having the moniker that it does about America's team, and the New York Jets and the Giants, when you hear about people, media personnel talking about them or the different programs through the internet, they talk badly about it. But then again, you guys, Jerry, he enjoys that.
Yes.
Jerry, he's an attention whore. Jerry loves, if you're talking about Jerry, good or bad, he's as happy as can be.
Mm-hmm. It's just one of them, Ronbo. He's just about it. Now, one quick thing I do want to ask, Ronbo. Fred Warner, what's his status? Is he going to be ready for next year, or is that going to be a position?
Fred's ready now. Yeah, he would have played had we got to the NFC CG.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's ready.
Because I didn't realize how bad that was, but I'm glad he's healthy and will be ready for next year. But
I'm worried about Nick, though. I don't know how well he's doing, and nobody's saying a word. Him or Michael. I've not heard a word. So we'll see.
Boy, that's never good, Ronbo. But yeah. Thank you, as always, for the platform, Ronbo. It's a pleasure coming on and talking any kind of football with you, whether you're a 49ers fan or not. Shout out to everybody for welcoming a Cowboy in hostile territory. Love you to death, Ronbo, but it's go Cowboys, and I got to ride out of town. Yeehaw! Go Cowboys!
I've been to Texas. I don't know if you've been to Texas before, but I enjoy Texas. People are fun, though. And they got some of the best food below the Mason-Dixon line, I must admit. Louisiana, where I got family from, you go to French Quarter and other places like that. Well, the only problem I have with Louisiana-style food, they try to kill you with spice. Texas, that's a different thing. So anyway, hey Tony ATL.
Ronbo, good evening. Good evening. How you doing?
Hey, I heard about Pierce, and then I saw what they were talking about on one show, and they think he deserves to be punished. Tony, what was he doing?
Ronbo, you remember in the draft, he was supposed to be a top 15 pick, and he kept slipping in the draft. And then we traded back up in the first round, gave up our second round pick last year and our first round pick this year. We drafted him like 26th, 27th. The reason why he slipped, Ronbo, he had a lot of altercations at the University of Tennessee.
Bad.
He knew that woman. She was a WNBA player. I guess they met at the University of Tennessee. Ronbo, Mr. Pierce, is not all there. He doesn't have all the right marbles.
Oh, yeah, Tony. Does football do that? What? I understand he ran his car into the girl's car.
See, a Lamborghini. He a rookie on your rookie contract. You're gonna buy a Lamborghini. Why? And it wasn't even paid for. He ran into her car several times. He resisted arrest. He's like 6'5", 240.
Ooh.
So he's very
cops?
lucky he didn't kill that girl. And Rambo, he's very lucky because those police could have opened fire on him.
Yeah, because you know what? They would have felt their life was in danger. Yeah, they just shot him and
killed him.
And worried about their own situation. Where they get investigated a lot. Worry about that later. You don't want somebody that's that crazy and that strong. I could see. You can't make that thing about brutality when the dude is like that and out of control.
Yeah, Rambo, it's embarrassing.
It is.
I hope he gets some help. He's got 5 felony charges and 1 misdemeanor charge against him. I hate to give up on him, but the Falcons got to move on, Rambo.
No, you can't keep that. Yeah, no. Because if he had that explosion, he's a man who does not keep a grip on his faculties. He'll do that again. He will.
And he was stalking her. He was stalking her because she had a WNBA game in Orlando. He was stalking her and doing all this crazy stuff. And
were they a couple before, or
we just gotta?
Yeah, but have they become?
Move on.
But were they intimate, or was he just stalking her?
Yeah, they were intimate. She had broke up with him, and he didn't want her to leave.
One of them dudes. Some guys are like that.
Yeah, Rambo. I mean, you got the world at your fingertips. You got money, even though it ain't about the money. Just
get
move
over
on.
it.
You're a bachelor. Just talk it up to experience and move on.
I always wonder what goes on in that guy's head. I've known a lot of guys down through the years and read about them that they go nuts. And they do things like that. Not to that extreme that he did. He could have killed her doing that. But, damn.
Yeah, Reuben Foster, with you guys, was like that. But not as extreme, though.
Yep. Reuben was strange. Reuben would get abused. I don't know what went on, but he wouldn't hurt the girls. They'd call the police, and Reuben would sit there and wait till they got there and take his dumb ass to jail. I said, Reuben, what are you doing? I was so mad that year. He could play, Tony. Good ball player. But he's got lady issues.
It's a shame, man. He had a great rookie year. It's a shame, but, and now, the media, they're blaming the Falcons because the Falcons knew about his history at Tennessee. And, they did know because he slipped in the draft. All the other teams knew that's why they didn't take him. But, it's one of those things. It is what it is. And I just want to move on.
It's funny, Tony. If you're a good ball player, owners, GMs, they'll take a risk. Look at DK Metcalf. Did you know he was at? DK goes into the stands. That dude is suing for unbelievable money. Oh, if I'm the owner, I'd go to my GM. Did you pick him up? What? Did you look into him? Oh, I'd be livid. God.
Yeah.
I love DK too. Coming out. What school did he come out? Miss? What school did he come out of? Him and AJ.
DK Metcalf, was it Mississippi?
Him and AJ both, right? I was sitting there thinking to myself, man, I'll take either one of these dudes. Come on, man. We got to get one of them. All I talked about is DK for weeks. And come to find out, both of them got something going on upstairs.
Well, Ronbo, and changing the topic a little bit, in future weeks, I'm going to be going over some draft guys with you. And then I was looking at the free agent list today. It's a lot of good players out there. And with the cap going up for free agency, I hope we spend some money on free agency. And we got to cut Darnell Mooney. He's got to go because we can save a lot of money that way. And Colin Cowherd was dogging your team again today, Ronbo. He was dogging Purdy again.
Yeah, right on schedule. He didn't even wait. No, he's a little early this year. He didn't even wait.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Ronbo, I'm still tripping on how the NFL let the Seattle Seahawks run that 12th man flag up y'all's flagpole. Man, that wasn't right, Ronbo.
You know, it's so funny because
foul.
Nobody's talking about that. I don't know. I don't see anything on social media or anything else. That kind of got by the consciousness of all of us. I didn't pay that much mind. I don't know why. You're right. That was not a home game for the
Larger,
Hawks.
Hall of Famer Steve Larger did it. So it was
Maybe it's on his
planned by Seattle.
Maybe it's on his behalf.
But the NFL shouldn't have allowed it because of the neutral site thing.
Larger's a Hall of Famer, right? I think just for that reason, they may have did that.
But now Seahawks fans are going to bring that up in years to come. They're going to be saying they own you. They're already saying it.
And Rudy's
they own you guys. And that's
I'm
their
surprised Rudy.
stadium. The only way to stop that is to beat their ass and get them in the mouth.
Yeah, we're Lumen South now. They've already started that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I haven't seen Texas Boy in your last two shows. I'm glad because we ain't missing nothing, really.
We should never see Texas Boy. He's rude, and his team is having issues. Why would he be? See, Austin is respectful. He comes in, he talks football. But guys like Texas Boy and some of these other guys, come on, man. What are they doing?
I don't take them seriously. I think they're clowns like Chrissy Jim Kim Everett. He's a clown.
He is the
best. Everett doesn't be making sense a lot of times with his comments either.
There was another guy what's that one who said that Ronnie Lott was a wimp? I forgot his name, but I'm sitting there.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. I know
right?
who
You know what I'm talking about, right?
His name either.
I'm glancing. I'm seeing that one just
jumped
off.
That person wouldn't say that to Ronnie Lott's face, and Ronnie Lott's over 65. He wouldn't say that to his face today.
No. But of all people to call a wimp, I mean, there may be some of the 49ers I might call a wimp, but him, a man who cut his finger off so he could keep playing? That's just,
yeah.
God.
And the whole nation, not the whole nation, but everybody crying because Bill Belichick didn't get in the hall. And, with the seniors committee, they took Roger Craig because Ken Anderson was on that list. L.C. Greenwood, the defensive end for the 70 Steelers, was on that list. And Belichick didn't get in. Everybody's whining about it, but I'm laughing.
L.C.'s got Greenwood. Mean Joe Green was on that list too, wasn't he?
No, Mean Joe Green's in. He's in.
Okay.
L.C. Greenwood's been trying to get in for years.
No, I just assumed Belichick was going to get it, but you're right. There's some other people who've been waiting longer and didn't have any capers while they're. See, that's the thing. Those capers, they didn't know it was going to come back to get them. Isn't Tom? No, Tom's not eligible yet, is he?
Not yet.
Tony, we got to go.
Drew Brees got in on his. Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald were the shoe-ins. They got in on their first year eligibility. And Luke Kuechly got in after like his third try. So they're all deserving.
I know. Tony, we're gonna go. I'm gonna see you later on in the week, probably toward the end. Okay. Good stuff. Always love this. Sorry about Pierce.
Friday.
It'll get better. All right.
Yeah, I mean, Ronbo, I've already moved on. I'm like, because if you can't control yourself, and you are they say the golden rule is whoever has the gold rules. When you got the gold, you rule. Why are you putting yourself in that predicament?
Strange. He's an immature kid. All right, fam. I will see you later the week. Night, Tony.
All right, sir. You have a good night.
You too. Thanks. All right. It's a wrap. Fam, I'm not sure. It's going to be. Might not be. But I'll tell you what. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to tell you, that bell will ring. And I'll come running back in, and I will not be late like today. That was inexcusable. I'm going to charge me a fine. Love you, fam. Thanks for the contributions. And please subscribe so we can see you again and again and again. See you in just a little bit. A Niners! We're coming back next year with a vengeance. Please sing.